Maliksi is ahead. He's got Crinkle in front. Maliksi takes it strong to the cup.
Here in the inside. Stanley Pringle.
Oh, nice pirouette off the glass, off the crossover.
What a block from Jared in the middle and goal!
Oh, big block. To work with. Gets the basket. Boom!
It's up Kabagot.
Forward ahead to RR. Bang! Bang!
Jericho Cruz with the steal. Heck, Jericho with the finish.
Nice pick from Kramer. Matthew releases. Oh, Matthew Wright has got 18.
The way TNT is playing, it's looking like a very dangerous team kung makapasok sila sa playoffs.
The quarterfinal cast will be known after this one para magkaalaman na.
Where to go? Gets his own miss. Ginaliwa, pasok pa. Napakita yung unang mintis. Patrep na RR Garcia. Joining the fray from three-point land.
Top clock is at 4. RJ's gotta go. Oh! Big shot by RJ Azul. Azul decided against the 3. Nagtinikling sa baseline. Over to Chan. Ayan na nga. Kaliwat ka na ng atake.
Sudden Death Sunday sa inyong PBA dito sa ESPN 5. We are at the mall at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. And yung ating bakbakan will be a knockout contest between the TNT Katropa and the Phoenix Fuel Masters para sa huling ticket patungong playoff. Charlie Cuna with Dr. J. Andiao. Mabuhay Pilipinas. Bakbakan ito, Doc.
Yeah, good evening everybody. No, medyo should be a good game because they did finish with the same card of 5 wins, 6 losses. Pero better quotient yung dalawa over Blackwater kaya sila naglalaban dito. Medyo maalala natin, nung naglaban itong dalawa, nanalo ang Phoenix dyan by 2 points. Pero ito yung ating playoff bracket. San Miguel will play the winner of this team, this laban, and twice to beat ang San Miguel dyan. Barangay Never Rain or Shine, best of 3 yan. Magnolia, twice to beat against Global Port, at ang Alaska and Lex, best of 3 rin yan. Starting tomorrow.
You talk about the TNT Katropa. Let's talk about ano yung mga strengths nila. They're good on defense, especially. They've been able to hold teams down to a minimum as far as points scored, free throws allowed, but then fast break points. Yun ang strength ng TNT, Doc.
Yeah, and obviously that has helped them. Remember when they lost to this team, they lost 74-72. Mababa talaga yung score nun. Ang problema that day, hindi rin maganda ang scoring nila. They only allow 86.2 points per ball game.
Para naman sa Phoenix, ano ba ang mga strengths nitong Phoenix Fuel Masters? Well, they like to move that ball around. They like to attack the board. And they go for steals on defense. Yan ang extra effort nila.
Yeah, kanilang depensa is okay, especially on the pressure defense. They have good scoring, of course, in the backcourt up to the 3 position. Ang problema lang talaga nila yung big man nila, lalo na yung mga injuries na inabot nila bago itong laban na ito, no?
Yan yung assist nila. They're 4th in the league in assist and in second chance points. Number 1 sila. At sa steals sila rin ang nangunguna sa ating rankings. Phoenix, let's see if they can do that against TNT. First quarter has begun. It's brought to us by Cobra Energy Drinks. Simula na ang labanan ng tunay na lakas. Nakaputi ang TNT, nakapula naman ang Phoenix, starting for the Katropa. Mo Tautua with the ball. Kenny Williams is there with Bogoy. Jericho Cruz, their new pickup, and RR Garcia. Tautua scores the first 2 points of the game. For Phoenix, we have Alolino starting at the point, Ryobu, Matthew Wright, Doug Kramer, and JC Intal.
Trying to go big also with the lineup that they have. No? Jello Alolino is a big point guard.
Matthew Wright, atake sana. Had to pass it at the last moment. Jericho Cruz ang pumulot. Bounce pass kay R. Balik kay Jericho. Nasupalpal naman ni Jello Alolino. You like the way he ran down. Tried to stop that fast break, but the TNT Katropa will keep the leather.
Well, that's a great effort on his part because that was an easy layup already on a 2-on-1 situation. Pero yung dating niya, tamang-tama yung para maiblanka.
Pogoy and Wright ang nagbabantayan dito. Gandang matchup niyan, especially sa scoring department. Mo, outside shot mula sa kanya. That was a miss. Here come the Fuel Masters. He will take a 3. Matthew Wright, right on target.
Well, we know that's his game. You know, sayang yung kay Mo dahil although he's open, his first attempt was inside the lane. And then he comes out and takes a very long three-point shot, you know. I mean, ang advantage niya talaga dyan sa loob dahil hindi ganun kalaki ang mga big men ng Phoenix. He and Kelly actually should dominate inside.
So yun naman. That's more of the guy you'd like taking 3-point shots. Kung ikaw si Coach Nash Racela. Jericho Cruz, another good start para sa kanya. Remember, sa huling laro ng TNT, he is the one who scored the first points rin para sa kanya bagong team.
Yeah, I remember. I was watching you guys. 3 straight shots. 2 3-point shots and 1 2-point shot in about 5 minutes of play.
That's a miss inside from Kramer. Tumatakbo mga nakaputi. Garcia kicks it out to the 3-point country once again. Nagmintis si Jericho Cruz, unable to knock that one down. 2-point lead early on.
But he had good line on that shot, just not enough rotation on the play.
Matthew Wright mula sa kaliwa, overshoots. Natamaan siya ni Moala. So he'll take 2 free throws. Panoorin natin itong Paymaya play. Then sa atin ang Paymaya, ang official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Just download the Paymaya app. In transition, may lisensya itong si Matthew Wright to pull up from 3-point land.
And ako, actually, I would have used the word may karapatan.
Ayan, yun din.
He has proven it already. But, you know, I like his aggressiveness. You know, he took a 3-point shot, but next time around, he drove hard to the basket. He took a medium-range jump shot and took the banging from the defender. So he has 5 points in the ball game right now, and they are tied at 5-all.
Almost 2 minutes into this first quarter ng knockout game. Alam mo yung itong elimination round natin, Dr. J, parang ayaw matapos. Ano, nag-triple overtime noong Biyernes ang Ginebra at Rainer Shine. Tapos natagdagan pa ng isang laro, knockout game, bago tayo makapasok sa playoffs.
Umagang timeout ito tinawag ng coach ng Phoenix.
Something he doesn't like it. They'll talk it over.
Unahan nyo dito.
Welcome back to the 43rd season of the PBA here on ESPN5. The last time na nagtapat ang TNT at Phoenix was the game where Troy Rosario had a bad fall that led him to sitting out for a couple of games. Pero sabi ni Troy, that's all in the past. Nakalimutan na daw niya yung laro na yon, and he said that he's just completely motivated to get the win and move his team towards the playoffs. Pero ang Phoenix naman ang namumblema sa kanilang health because L.A. Revilla is still out because of a fractured right hand for around 2 more weeks. Si Justin Chua naman nagka-appendicitis, so he will not be playing today. And Willie Wilson is going to be on the floor, but he is not at 100% dahil meron siyang torn ligament on his right hand and a sprained left thumb. Kaya pinipilit lang niya maglaro through pain here today. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat. Narinig niyo ang ulat ni Carla Lizardo. Well, you know, the thing with Willie Wilson, Dr. J, kausap ko rin siya kanina, sabi niya, may right hand injury siya, may left hand injury. Sabi ko, anong pinagsusuntok mo?
Yeah.
Ba't pareho eh? Pareho, hindi na nag-ano eh. Na-aksidente isang kamay, pareho. Pero sabi nga niya, it happened in the game, in their last ball game, and he got hurt some of those rebound plays.
You know, I like the timeout because the idea there was to immediately ask Alolino to attack R.R. Garcia. Obviously, weight differential, medyo advantage rin sa height. So if you look at the last 2 shots ng Phoenix, except for the 3-point shot of Matthew, parehong umaatake sa loob. You know, they know they have to slow the ball game down a little bit against this fast-breaking team ng TNT.
Now they're up by 2-7
that's
to
way
5.
off the mark. Kitang-kita mo pag bitaw, parang nadulas eh. Nadulas yata yung siguro madulas.
And siyempre, parang puna sa shorts ito si R.R. Garcia.
Again, look, it's on the inside.
That's
it's
right.
all on the inside. And that's a good run, ha?
Yung intensyon itong Phoenix no, para umatake sa loob. And Coach Louie pointed it out noong timeout na medyo mabagal-bagal buwaba ang mga big men ng TNT. So dapat unahan na ni Eriobu at ni Doug Kramer sa takbuhan. Eriobu taps it but it goes to the wrong guy. Jericho Cruz may tanga ng bola. And Cruz, bago siya sa kupunan ng TNT, he is admittedly a big part of their attack moving forward, whether it be in this conference or in the next.
Yeah, that's true. Na medyo nahuli ng rotation si JC Intal, but a good foul to give up dahil wala ka sa penalty at ayaw mo umatempt or drive to the basket si Troy Rosario. Oops.
Jericho, muntik na mawala sa kanyang bola. They're on the floor.
What a dive.
Oh, yun na nga eh. Fighting for that ball. Ang importante every possession. Oh, a miss on the follow-up from Alolino, and Jericho Cruz held his ground. He's able to pass it ahead. Andyan si Pogoy. Depensa ng Phoenix. was able to set up, but Troy Rosario cleans it up para sa kanyang partner na si RR.
Ang mali ni Alolino doon, lamang na lamang sila, wala na yung defender, hindi niya binaba yung bola and then lay it up. He tried to tip in upstairs, no?
Now they go to Intal. Has the height advantage contra Jericho Cruz. Nag-reach in si Jericho. And Jericho will get called for his first personal number 39 jersey nito si Jericho Cruz.
Now Intal got very little minutes in their game against Global. Very, very little minutes talaga. But here, he's going to be a big part. If it gives them good scoring, they've got a good chance. First of all, sa 3 and 4 position, medyo makakatulog talaga siya.
Pinanaantay talaga ni Coach Louie Alaf na
pumutok na rin.
Oo, si JC Intal, because it has not been a good conference for him at all. Dito, even when Matthew Wright was out playing for Gilas Pilipinas, JC Intal was shoved into his role, but Intal was not able to fill the statistics ito si Matthew Wright. That was a 24-second violation, so the ball is back with TNT. Chance to tie or maybe take the lead. Under 8 minutes remaining. First period pa lamang po tayo sa ating knockout game. Isang laro lang po ngayong linggo.
No, sabi rin. Yes. Tama yun. It's a good call. Actually, good referees there in Noy Kiligen, who should be the A, together with Gruta is also an A. Then we have Yante and a new referee in referee Nubla.
That's right. At si Nubla ay nakaupo pa. Hindi pa pumapasok. Oh, nice fake mula kay Wright. Ang ganda naman pinakagat niya, Doc.
Ang atake, puro loob, all going in, all going in.
Well, the shots have been going in as well. Kaya naman lamang sila ng 4, 11-7. Cruz bouncing it over to Kelly. He'll attack. Iniwasan ang depensa ni Iriobu para makuha ang layup. And thought he was gonna slam it home, pero may resistance sa taas. Kaya binaba niya ng konti. Iriobu jumper. Straight and through para sa kaliwete. First 2 points para kay Joseph Iriobu. 4 pa rin ang lamang ng kanyang koponan. Kelly takes a 15-foot jumper. Was hit by Doug Raymond. No foul called.
I think he was hit after the release. He was on the way down, so really no effect on the shot.
Matthew Wright way off sa kanyang tira. Nakuha ulit ni Iriobu. Atake. On the way up, he lost it.
The ball was stopped from behind by Jericho Cruz.
Ball will stay with him. 11 seconds to go. Ryan Reyes comes in para palitan si RR Pugoy. Okay, dribblers. Buksan nyo yung money ball apps nyo. Ito ang ating Phoenix Pulse money ball question. Sino best player of the game sa unang pagkaharap sa conference na ito nitong dalawang koponan, Phoenix at TNT? Number 1, Matthew Wright. Number 2, Jason Castro. Number 3, RJ Azul. Pindot na.
Again, an attack on the inside by Alolino. Talagang inaatake niya yung depensa ni RR Garcia. They want to get him out of the ball. They want Jason Castro to come in. And they will do the same thing. You know, make him work on defense. Not that he's a bad defender, but they want to make him work on defense.
Panoorin natin itong galaw ni Matthew Wright. Oh, up and under.
Yes.
Kinaliwa pa. Smart move yan. Atid sa atin ng smart. Be there like never before.
Kaya na yung palit ka agad kay Jason Castro.
Here comes the blur and we'll turn you over to Carla Lizardo.
Sabi ni Coach Louie Alas, Jello Alolino is the guy that he is really expecting to step up here today. Sabi niya na he's actually really very hard on Jello, na kahit sa ensayo, kahit konting pagkakamali, talagang napapagsabihan ito. Kasi naiisip niya na he really has what it takes to become an elite player here in the PBA. At sabi ni Jello, he's really thankful for the attention na binibigay sa kanya ni Coach Louie Alas. So gusto lang niya i-repay yung tiwala na binibigay sa kanya ng kanyang coach. Back to you, gentlemen.
Thanks a lot, Carla. Well, ano pala? Coach's pet pala ito si Jello Alolino. Favorite.
Ang ganda na naman ng sundot ni Roblo, pero counter steal.
And up ahead to Kelly! Oh, he was gonna go for the jam. At may foul na binigay ang Phoenix Fuel Mafter. Review ito.
They can call this a deliberate foul. More than a flagrant foul. They can call this a deliberate foul and give him free throws plus possession because there is no going for the ball here at all.
Yun na kami
tulad. Tsaka delikado pa nga yan actually, Delomere. Good thing Kelly held on to the, you know, this is also sometimes You have to understand. See, it's going to be a deliberate foul, but sometimes, so that's, you don't have to sit down. But sometimes you have to understand that's a dunk. Why are you going to foul him like that? You know, because free throws plus possession, yan.
Especially a guy like Kelly Williams, who you know will sky really high, ang lakas pa ng talon. But he avoided a three-point play opportunity and nagbintis pa ng unang free throw. So, tingnan natin kung magiging maganda yung resulta ng foul ni JC Intal. O may report ito si Carlo Lizardo tungkol dito kay Kelly Williams.
You know what? Kelly Williams is actually now a certified coach sa strength and conditioning and nutrition. So meron na rin siyang coach's mindset whenever he steps on the floor, even if he is still a player. At kagabi nga, bago tong laro na to, nag-post siya ng motivational quote. Sabi, one thing this game has taught me about life is to not waste energy on haters or negative thinking. Instead, focus that energy on the support, love, happiness, and wellness that is and will be in my life. So he's really trying to bring a lot of positivity dito sa TNT today. Gentlemen?
Well, wise words indeed from a veteran dito sa PBA, one-time MVP. And, you know, he is, as Carlo said, a strength and conditioning coach. He is a testament to strength and conditioning, really. The way that he plays, and he has maintained his health despite some health problems in the past, Dr.
Yes. Well, that three-point shot is going to count, but there's going to be a loose ball foul on Doug Kramer after that. Pero simultaneous yung kanyang tulak sa tira ni ano, so it's gonna count.
Ito yung play na nangyari.
It's release. He's being boxed out. Doon siya tumulak. By that time, pumasok na yung tira. I'll release na anyway. Castro. Malakas konti.
This is his first attempt dito sa first period. Anim ang hinahabol ng TNT. Phoenix still ahead. 5:39 remaining in the first. Matthew Wright goes over to the cutting Doug Kramer. Ando naman si Cruz para agawin. Ryan Reyes looks away. Trailing. Kelly Williams. Mintis sa layup. Pero may foul na naman natatawagin. If that's JC Intal, pangatlo na niya yan. At mukhang siya nga.
That's gonna hurt because the rotation is already short, and especially in that small forward position. Now they have to use Jeff Chan, which certainly you lose 2 inches, and of course mas athletic si JC, you know, bigger guy, pero still Jeff is a better scorer.
Well, they're hoping Jeff Chan explodes in this game.
They need it. If not, I would think they will have a very hard time against TNT's firepower.
Well, Matthew Wright nagpakitang gilaf na dito sa first half.
Sobra.
7 points na siya. But,
ang gandang sundot yun.
Oh, exactly. Inagawan si Troy Rosario. Dati magkakampihan.
Yes, of NU. And nag-champion nga sila nun.
Matthew Wright, that fake has been getting people to bite every time yung up-fake niya na yun. Kasi threat siya from anywhere. Dok, kumakagat sila sa fake niya.
Pero halos lahat ng puntos niya nanggagaling sa loob except for the three-point shot.
Up to 7 is the Phoenix lead. Castro.
And they fall into like a man zone. Oh, that's a nice shot. Back-release pa lang yan.
He was practicing that earlier, about an hour and a half before the game. And he was knocking down three-point shots from everywhere dun sa arco. Cuts the lead down to 4. Ito, isa bang magaling tumures itong Jeff Chan. Merong bantay ni Ryan Reyes. Sarado. Napunta kay Eriobu.
Same shot they had earlier.
But that's a miss. Bakbakan sa rebound. Ryan Reyes pulls it away from Doug Kramer. The blur. Napunta kay Jericho. Almost a turnover there. Castro was running out of space. Tinamo yung depensa kay Castro. 3 guys rushing at him. Troy, pinulo. On the way up, wala nang dala. Up ahead to Eriobu, and it's too strong. Slightly too strong.
Well, rookie yan. Kaya medyo mahirap bigyan ng ganong klaseng pasa yan. Instead of running to the basket, kept on looking back.
Just a little past his fingertips. So kung mga 6'6" siya, abot niya yun.
Okay, Perkins is coming into the ball game for Eriobo. And this is a guy that can also help them. Of course, Perkins, saka ito si JP Mendoza, whom they recruited in the middle of this elimination round.
At si Papot Paredes naman ang pumasok para sa TNT. Ryan goes to Semerad. Sa poste naman kay Troy. Labas kay Ryan. That's a 3 kung pumasok. In and out. Rebound taken by JP Mendoza. Likes to get in there para sa mga rebounding sequences na yan.
Very solid ang defensa ng Phoenix dito sa first quarter nito. Oh, tight pass.
And Mendoza's trap had to go out to Perkins. He'll take the jumper. It'll bounce in para kay...
May swerte yun. Kita mo short na short yun pero kumapit sa ring at pumasok.
Ganda ng spin ng bola.
Yep.
Hefty lefty gets his first two. It's a 6-point lead para sa Phoenix. We'll be back.
Guys, yung wing, nagbo-blue sila. Okay? You recognize blue, dali natin dito. Pakita kagad tayo. Okay? And then, let's attack sa opposite side. Okay?
Once na nag-blue sila.
Well, these two have been playing like veterans kahit nung rookie pa sila last season. And ngayon, as sophomore, well, they're continuing. You know, naumpuisan na nila nung first year nila. Yung stats nila all around, Dr. J.
Nakita mo, both of them good time, good scorers, good rebounders. Mas maganda ang assist numbers ni Matthew Wright. Mas maganda rin ang steals because obviously ganun rin sila maglaro. But I think Matthew also has the advantage because with this team, he plays longer minutes than Pugoy would play for TNT. You know?
If you could see that sa huddle ng Phoenix, nakatayo sa may likod, naka-hoodie, nakasalamin, si Justin Chua. He had appendicitis, so inoperahan siya. Appendectomy and di pa siya pwede maglaro, di pa siya cleared. So they lost one of their taller players who can also score from the perimeter.
Okay, pinalitan na dito si pumasok na dito si RJ Hasul at saka si Javi Cari, pinalitan si Paredes.
That's right, Paredes played I think about a minute and a half. There's a jumper from Jason Castro. First 2 points of the game para kay Jason.
Good timeout by Coach Nash Rosella.
Chan inside to Perkins. He likes it in that paint. Laki na ng kalaban, Troy Rosario. The double came. Had to kick it out to Jeff. Sets him up well. Jeff can't get it to go. Back rims it. Perkins keeps it alive. Balik kay Jeff. Pasa kay Matthew. Inatras muna.
Tapos sabay saksak.
Kinaliwa. Walang tawag. Naghahanap ng foul si Matthew Wright. Si Semerat naman na gustong tumapos sa kabila. Bagsak doon sa rebound play. And he'll take 2 shots at the free throw stripe.
Kaya nga medyo na hindi natutuwa si Matthew dahil he got back on the previous play.
Not just that, Coach Luya.
He was pointing already to one of the reps. No? Actually, not the one he's talking to.
Oo. Ang sinasabi niya, ba't di mo tinawag sa kabila? Dito tinawag mo. Yun yung sinasabi niya. Ganun talaga. Mintis ang unang free throw ni Semerad. Panoorin natin itong play ni Jason Castro. The jumper knocks it down from 16. Brought to us by PayMaya, official payment partner of the PBA. Get an account in a minute. Just download the PayMaya app. Okay, dribblers, ang tama sagot sa ating unang Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question ay si Matthew Wright. Siya nag-best player nung naglaban itong dalawang teams couple of weeks ago. Under 3 minutes, first period. 3-point lead Phoenix. Nasa kanilang bola. Hazul. Gustong puntahan si Perkins. Out to RJ. Down to 4. Matthew kicks it to Perkins. Gets the basket. Ang ganda ng hook up. Right to Perkins.
Puro inside. Puro inside. Atake inside. Drop off or go for the basket. They have the right formula so far here in the first quarter. Their offensive game.
Kaya naman lamang sila, no? For most of this first period so far. Tumama.
Yes.
Sa paa ni Jason Castro yun. Nagbabalik ang bola sa panig ng Phoenix.
Alam mo si Matthew Wright, ayan, he's going to be replaced because he's played almost 10 minutes na todo-todo. Offensa, defensa, offensa, defensa.
Kalawit na ngayon sila eh. He agrees with you, Doc.
Hindi biro yung linaro niya. Offensa, defensa, assist, pasa.
Hindi na natin, malay natin, baka mag-triple overtime ito. Hindi natin masabi.
Huwag naman.
Huwag naman. Sana may pasok bukas.
Huwag naman. Diyan mo na, tapos na yun. Isang game lang yun.
Perkins against Troy. Talaga susubukan yung depensa ni Troy. And Troy, of course, giving him problems kasi ang haba talaga nitong si Troy Rosario.
Matagal rin naglaban yan sa UAP ng dalawang yan. They know each other.
Pass goes to Harvey. Drops it to Troy. Delivery spin in. Second try, no go.
Masakit yun. That was an easy, great assist pass para
kay Harvey. No? Pero normally, pasok yung reverse na yung Troy Rosario. Pati yata siya nagulat nung nag-mintis. Here's a rebound from Castro off the Perkins miss. Minute and 40 remaining in the first. Castro shifting gears. Burst of speed, kick to the corner. Tres from Troy. Pasok!
Nakakadalawang 3-point shot na si Troy. And the lead has been cut down to only 2. Jeff Chan, wala pang ginagawa ito offensively.
Kaya naman, atake ngayon. Iiwan
Saka
sana.
yung pasa, masama.
Oo, patama yung idea niya. Wanted to go to the corner to JP. Castro and Hazul, two former NCAA standouts. Sila nagbabantayan. Pasa sa loob, nakuha ni Semerad. Goes up strong, mintis ang tira. 4 na nakapulang, dyan malapit sa kanya. Pero nakuha pa rin niya. Look at the persistence from Anthony Semerad.
Great power play. That is one of the weakest points of the Phoenix team. They have no shot blockers.
Kita-kita yun doon sa play na yun. So Semerad was not intimidated at all. There was
Second bad pass of Jeff Chan. No chance at all to get to the receiver.
Kick to the side. Ngayon, tabo na key. Pogoy, bumitaw. Tres yan kung pumasok. White left ang tira. Rebound, Jeff Chan. Looking for a guard.
32 seconds na lamang, partner.
2 for 1.
Nasa penalty.
That's the 2 for 1.
And now they're going to be attacked 3-on-2.
Drop to Pogoy. You knew that was going to happen. And it's all tied up at 23. 21.5 ang natira dito sa first period. Kaya naman tumawag ng 30 si Coach Louie Alas. And he will try to get the lead back bago matapos ang unang yugto ng ating bakbakan dito sa PBA Knockout Sunday. Ito ang isang tunay na lakas move na hatid sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo ang 13 pesos mo. At ito namang si 14. Walang problema. 3 lang naman ang kalaban.
Well, the number one thing in a knockout game is you lower down your turnovers. You throw the ball away, that means you're not getting any chance to score. And more often than not, turnovers result into fast break opportunities for the opponent. And that is what he's reminding them probably. Oy, Coach Leo, kamusta?
Kaya naman nanonood sa very
Nasaan
keenly. Ha? Very keenly pag panonood dito si Leo. Kasi ang mananalo sa larong ito, yan ang kalaban nila.
Yes. Taking nothing for granted, even though they're the defending champions and twice to beat.
Correct.
And that's not a good foul because they are in the penalty, and that will mean free throw shots for Willie Wilson.
Well, knowing Willie Wilson at kanyang court smarts, he instigated yung banggaan kasama ni Curry. Kaya nakipagsabayan, sayawan yung dalawa.
Eh bakit? Ang tagal na rin ni Harvey Curry. 2003 rin pumasok.
Correct. They're very similar players. Wala eh. Kumbaga nakipagsayawan. He asked him to dance. Pumayag naman yung isa. So, problema. Opensa ito si Willie Wilson. Kaya free throws.
Ano sa'yo nila? Swing o sweet?
Cha-cha yata. Slam dance. Baka slam dance. Kaya nga natawagan ng foul.
Pero may oras pa dito ang TNT. Plenty of time. 11 seconds. And Castro knows it.
Sino lalamang dito? Castro attacks. Binigay kay Pogoy na wala sa kanyang bola. Pagangat. May foul na tinawag. So free throws para kay Pogoy.
Yes. Now, 1.7 seconds na lamang natitira dito.
Yung 31 seconds kanina, Doc, parang ang dami pang play na nangyari.
Kaya nga eh.
Dahil sa mga fouls na tinatawag. And Pogoy gives his team the lead. Tamsi will come in with 1.7 remaining.
But they have no fouls to give either. 1.7 is a lot of time if you get a good inbound.
Doc, last game ng TNT, nag-start dyan si Tamsi. Maganda ang laro niya. Noong first quarter, si Jericho Cruz.
Ayan na sinasabi ko, ang buti inabot nun. Because if that ball had been longer, Jeff would have gotten it underneath.
And TNT steals the lead away at the end of the first period. Phoenix led almost the entire 12 minutes. But Matthew Wright led the way for them. Kaya naman lamang na lamang sila sa umpisa. As big as 7 points ang kanilang lamang, 19-12. But mas maganda yung finishing touches na ginawa nito ng TNT. So yung 9 points ni Matthew Wright Medyo nasapawan after he sat down. TNT up by 2 at the end of 1. You know, despite having gunners like Jeff Chan, Matthew Wright, some other players, medyo nagkukulang, nagpo-falter sa depensa itong Phoenix Fuel Masters, and that has cost them some games in this conference, Doc.
Yeah, you know, for you to have a solid defense in this playoff game, you have to score. Phoenix weaknesses, too many points allowed, 94. Siyempre, wala rin silang big men eh. So, yun ang number 1 problema nila eh. Fast break points allowed, okay sana. Well, 11.1, that's also a lot. But they could limit the fast break points of TNT because they're going to a half-court game eh. As long as they score, then they all come back. If you notice, si Asu tumatakbo parating pababayan. Ayaw niyang bantay, ayaw nila sumasama sa rebound nila.
Second quarter na po tayo at sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. May laban ka. And Doc, if you look at that last stat ng Phoenix, yung huling graphics na pinakita natin, 1.9 blocks, which you mentioned a while ago, they're last in the league in shot blocks. Wala silang stopper at the rim. Kaya ang laki ng kumpiyansa ng mga kalaban na dumire-diretso.
Well, if you look, that's going to be a foul there on Semerad, no? Against Jeff Chan. If you look at their biggest player, it's supposed to be Justin Chua, about 6'5", maybe 6'4", and a little over. He's not even playing, so paano?
Wala, biggest player nila doon nasa bench, si Bugia at saka si Velasco, mga assistant coaches.
6'6", pareho.
Diba? Kaso wala na, retirado na eh.
Bugia is the manager.
Retirado na pareho eh. Yan ang problema. Azul. Trailing by 2 itong Phoenix. Bumagsak sa ilalim. Ito si Jeff Chan, slow to get up. Pass goes to JP all alone. May nawala sa rotation sa depensa sa panig ng TNT.
Yeah, dahil bumagsak si Jeff, napanood lahat yung mga puti.
Oo nga.
Nakalimutan nila may isa pa player doon.
And JP Mendoza likes to find the right spots, no, for rebounds and points as well. And pass is too strong from Jericho towards Harvey Carey. That's out of bounds. Let's watch this play.
Tignan mo, walang tao doon, no?
Paymaya play yan, brought to us by Paymaya, official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Download the Paymaya app. Jeff Chan to the basket, and he gets here on the way up. Yun naman ang purpose talaga niya. He wants to get to the line, perhaps get his hand going.
And alam niya na in the previous play, medyo nabangga siya, hindi natawagan. I'll do it again. I'll make the referees make the call by taking it hard. He did get the call. No?
Jeff Chan knocks down the first free throw. Refueled sniper nga ba? There were some conferences, bumaba ng kanyang average. But right now, 14.2 points, almost 2 threes made. And may rebounds na may assist pa all around in the row ni Jeff Chan. At meron pang karagdagang kwento tukol sa kanya, si Carla Lizardo.
Sabi ni Jeff Chan, to be completely honest, pagod na pagod pa ang Phoenix dahil galing sila sa bakbakan against Global Port at nag-ensayo pa sila kahapon. Pero iniisip na lang daw nila, kaya nating manalo ngayon eh. Bukas na lang tayo mapagod. And of course, in these do-or-die games, napaka-importante ng veteran experience niya. Sinasabi daw niya sa younger teammates niya, today is gonna be all about teamwork. Wag na wag tayong kabahan at wag tayong manggigil. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Carla. Well, you know, this is not a Game 7 of a championship series. But if a knockout game doesn't get you going, what can get you going? Di ba dapat ganado ka? Dahil knockout game ito.
Oh, wala, kundi tulog ka na eh.
Offensive foul.
Offensive foul on Perkins. But Jericho Chris hit another 3-point shot and he already has 8 points in the ball game.
And that's the thing, Doc. Nakuha na ng Phoenix ang kalamangan ulit. But then Cruz comes right back down, hits a 3, and grabs the lead back para sa kanyang koponan. So, TNT has that firepower.
That's a really great find for them because they gave up a rookie and an injured player in Rosario. A rookie in Sydney Honduberry to get this guy. No?
Cruz, kick to the corner. Semerad, favorite shot. Pero that hasn't been falling for him in the past couple of games.
Magaling talaga mag-box out ito si William. Miss Kelly yun, nilagay niya sa likod niya. Almost another bad pass there.
And he's lucky, tumama sa may paa nito si Kelly Williams. Jeff Chan would have been his 3rd passing error in this game. Perkins out, Kramer in.
Si Doc Kramer, isa lang ang foul. No? Yeah, he's also trying to preserve because alam nga nila, limited ang big men nila rito.
Here's Jeff. Kramer sets the screen. Now it's with Azul, pero 4 seconds na lang sa shot clock. Anong didiskarte ni RJ? He have to desperately put it up. Almost got it. Gets his own rebound, pero napasa niya kay RR Garcia. Ganda na nung play na yun para kay RJ Azul.
Short.
Don Kelly there para makuha ang offensive rebound. Fresh possession para sa katropa. Cross court. Huli. Jeff Chan pumeke sa 3. Inantay si Willie Wilson. Azul. Passes to Kramer. Hooks it up. Gets it to go!
May dalawang tira ng ganyan ng Phoenix dito. The one of Perkins and this one of Doc. Yung kala mo kapus.
Bilang higupin yung ring.
Oh, yes. Then the bounce towards the basket.
Hey, let's not forget that it was Doug Kramer who won the game for them kontra sa TNT.
Last second shot. 74-72 yung score mo.
That's right. Nice pass from right. No?
And that's going to be a foul on Willie Wilson.
And in that first matchup itong dalawang koponan, Matthew Wright has hit a 3 to tie it. Kaya naman na-draw niya yung depensa and Kramer was rolling to the basket for that flip shot. Yun na nga yung naging panalo nila.
Pangalawang foul na yun. Okay. And Pugoy coming back into the ball game.
Di pa umaandar yung makina nito si RR Pugoy masyado.
Well, siyempre mag-aagaw ngayon sila ng puntos at saka oras ni Jericho Cruz. Parehong position yan.
Moat out to a power move. And Willie Wilson denying any liability. Pero second foul na raw, sabi ng ating mga referees. And so si Mo, who scored the first 2 points of the game, is at the line right now. So listen up, dribblers. Ito yung Open Your Moneyball app. Ito ang ating pangalawang Phoenix Pulse Moneyball question. Sino top rebounder sa unang paghaharap sa conference na ito ng Phoenix at TNT? Number 1, Troy Rosario. Number 2, Jason Perkins. Number 3, Kenny Williams. Pindot na. Big Mo, number 1 pick yan. Couple of seasons ago. 2 for 2 sa free throws. 4 na puntos para sa kanya.
1-point lead for TNT. Second quarter, 9 minutes to go.
It's been a tight game as expected.
Nice
dahil
pass.
knockout nga ito. Ang
That's
ganda nga nung pasa. Hindi lang napasok ni Matthew. So he'll take 2 free throws. Filipino-Canadian. Ito si Matthew Wright, who grew up playing ball nung junior varsity pa yata siya, si Norbert Torres. Kalaro na niya dun sa Canada. And Norbert now is on the other team with the TNT katropa. May kwento si Carla tungkol kay Matthew Wright.
Tinanong ko si Matthew Wright, kailan mo ba na-realize na shooter ka? Sabi niya, when he was a kid, he always watched Del Curry play. Tapos na-amaze daw siya at how far he was when he would take 3-point shots. Eh, maliit daw siya ng bata siya. So whenever he would try to drive to the basket, lagi siyang nasusupalpal ng mga kalaro niya. So naisip niya, kailangan daw niya talaga tumira galing sa labas. So he would really try to emulate his idol na si Del Curry. Back to you guys.
Well, you know, you're only a shooter when the shot goes in. So eventually siguro pumapasok na rin.
Yeah.
Parang ganyan. Si Troy Rosario, 3 mula sa kanya. Pangalawa niya yan.
Pangatlo, actually. 3-point shot plus basket. So he has a total of 11 points already.
Well, he's getting better and better from out there. Almost stolen away. Tumama sa paan ni RR Pugoy. Ball will stay dito sa panig ng Phoenix Fuel Masters, trailing by 3. Here's that pass. And Troy squared to the basket, top of the key. That's his favorite spot to make that kind of an attempt. Carl Dehesa is in the game. Jeff Chan will sit. Hazul upo na rin. Balik si Alulino.
Yeah, ito si Carl Dehesa, hindi niya ginamit last game against Global Port ito. So obviously, this guy is just raring to go.
That's a bad pass going in, pero hindi na-handle ni RR Pugoy. 9.2 na lalabis sa shot clock ng Phoenix. Carl Dehesa mag-i-inbound mula sa baseline. Alolino had a good start in this ball game. He'll attack. Jason Castro hooks it up. Way offline. Rebound taken by Moala Tautua. Castro against Wright. Last week magkakampi, ngayon magkalaban. Di ba?
Sa gilas.
Right, jumper just inside the 3-point line.
Maganda talaga linalaro nito. Yung balik niya dito sa kanyang kuponan.
He's really good. The scorer, shooter.
12. Pumapasa pa. Not really that strong a rebounder or a defender, but he tries. Ako, libre na naman. 13 na yan. 13 puntos na yan. Gawan sila ng puntusan ni Wright. Siya 13, si Wright 12. Magkahiwalay lang nga sila ng kuponan.
Yun, kung magkakampi na sila sa Gilas, okay.
Yes.
Mag-double digit sila sabay, okay sa atin yun.
Yes.
Willie Wilson hooks it over to Doug. What's Doug gonna do with 5 to shoot? He'll challenge. Off the glass! Whoa! Di ko alam kung sinadya niya yun. Pero napaganda.
Kung hindi man, nagte-thank you na lang siya. But they've had some lucky breaks. So that could be ominous, ha?
Togoy could have probably taken it. Pinasa pa.
Oh, grabe.
No fall. And Phoenix bench is up in arms.
The whole crowd saw it.
Togoy misses. Rebound taken by Doug. No harm done. I think there's yung team manager nitong Phoenix. Well, not the team manager, but their governor. Freaking out there.
Si Sorilia.
Oh. Let's watch this Pay Maya play. Natin sa atin ang Pay Maya, yung hook shot. Ito si Doug Kramer. Itong Pay Maya, ang official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Download the Pay Maya app.
Yung team manager ng Phoenix, si Paulo, mabait na tao yan. Inaanak ko yan, kaya hindi mag-aangal yan. Mabait na tao.
Hindi, kahit naman nung player pa yan.
Never umaangal yan. Pero sa harap nila, nag-chacha yun. Nag-chacha yun mo. Well, pinabayaan ng rep.
Yeah, those are the types of calls na parang justified kahit late yung whistle mo eh. Kasi doon mo na lang na-process ng bukang traveling yun. There's the pass inside. Papot Paredes!
Great pass by Jason Castro.
And you like the finish from Papot Paredes. Hindi na-intimidate sa presence ng dalawa o tatlong nakapula ron. Look at the find from Jason. He knew it all the way. There was the challenge. Oh, Dehesa. Nag-hip-to-hip sila. And Paredes completes the three-point play para iangat sa 4 ang lamang ng kanyang kupunan. Matthew Wright to Alolino. Looking for Perkins. Perkins Rosario pa rin ang matchup. Kanina pa yan. Tapik palabas ni Ryan Reyes. Ball on the same side. Only 7.2 remaining to shoot.
A good call. New referee, Nobla. I have a chance to talk to him. I think he can improve, you know. There's a couple of seconds left. You got to throw up that shot already.
Perkins puts it up. Abanda tira bitin, pero bitin.
Just in time. Pero maganda depensa na ni Troy sa kanya.
Castro.
Dancing. Offensive foul.
Si Papot patatawagan ng offensive foul.
I thought it was actually carrying the ball ang ginawa niya more than the offensive. Kasi Castro was trying to carry the ball against the defender.
Nash Roselov turn para magreklamo. Doon sa tawag na yon. Play will resume.
Oh.
Matthew Wright, nowhere to go. Throw it to the crowd. May timeout na tinawag ang Phoenix Film Masters. 5:52 remaining sa ating first half. Coach Louie Alan and his guys are trailing by 4.
Because coming from the play, he shoot from the ball with the back.
Talk about forwards na effective. Mga bata pa itong dalawa pero ang ganda na nilalaro. Especially inside the paint and the rebounding department. Jason Perkins para sa Phoenix. Troy Rosario naman para sa TNT.
You can see the numbers there. Talagang medyo mature na rin si Troy Rosario. Could be one of the best power forwards in the country very soon. Very soon.
And I foresee na well, medyo Marpahardo pa, no? Pero pwedeng eventually maging MVP candidate yan si Troy Rosario because he can do so many things.
Yeah. And there are two statistics that he will always have, scoring and rebounding.
Ngayon nga, may 3-point shot talaga na dead din na. Ito si Troy Rosario.
Maybe that's also the reason why they let Ramigel go. Because they wanted to give Troy Rosario all the minutes. No?
And he's an inside-outside operator. Likes to lurk underneath para sa mga kanyang klaseng pasa. Pa-reverse, kaliwat kanan. Kaya niya yan sa larong ito. 13 points na kanyang nagagawa. 5 out of 7 from the field. And 3 of those 5 are from 3-point line.
Grabe, 71% field goal. 75% from three-point territory.
Pwede
Grabe.
na.
Ha?
Pwede.
Pwede ba mahiram? This is a mismatch for Castro.
Took it straight to Doug Kramer. Hindi nakasabay sa kanya.
There's no way you can guard him from outside there.
Tapos walang last line of defense.
Yeah, you don't have a...
Yung rim protector. Pero kumawi naman si Doug Kramer. Sige, naisahin siya on one side. Balik naman siya for the offensive board and put back.
But I like what Alolino is doing. He's still attacking the inside, hoping to get Castro to foul or get some easy layups for his team. Isolation na naman, yung pick and roll.
Ryan wanted to go to Pakot.
Holy.
Alolino surveying the floor. Decides to take it himself. Nothing on the fast break.
Now, that was a bad decision. You have Macho right, your best shooter there all alone.
Yan ang right decision naman. Yan yung right mo kabila. Bad decision ito. Perfect.
Yeah. But those are veteran players, you know. They know what to do.
Right jumper. Oh, unable to fall. Castro. Puro pula nakikita niya. Inatras muna. Umatake. Iniiwan. Bumagsak. Nakuha na ng mga nakapula. And Dehesa will bring it up across the timeline. Leaves it for Alolino.
Hindi pa nakaka-score at me. Hindi pa uma-attempt ito si Dehesa, no? Because I know him. He loves to attempt.
Tama. Normally, unang hawak niya ng bola. Babato na yan eh.
And an offensive foul again against Perkins. Second time around, I think, on him.
He's trying to plead his case kay referee Yante, pero dinismiss na. Balik na sa depensa. Palitan ng tao. Dalawang papasok. RJ Azul tsaka Jeff Chan for Alolino and Dehesa. Yun din yung mga pumalit sa kanila a while ago. Eh. So, bumalik na lang silang dalawa. R.R. Garcia.
Well, kitang-kita mo kulang na kulang ang lalim ng bench. Lalo na si Intal, pumulog kagad ng 3 foul. So, medyo uupo na matagal-tagal yan. Hindi na rin naibalik si Oriopo, who actually helped them in the start with that starting 5 unit. Libre na naman si Troy. 4 na 3-point shot na.
At doon sa 4 na yun, wala pang tumatama. Sa rim, puro swak. All nylon on all those 4 3-pointers mula kay Troy Rosario. Umangat na sa siya man lamang ng TNT.
Now, hindi siya galit dito, o hindi siya nasaktan. Talagang gusto lang niya manalo.
Jeff Chan looking for some points. Leaves it for Doug. Nice pass and nice conversion.
Si Jeff talaga magaling rin talaga pumasok. Magaling rin maghanap ng paraan. But they have to score in order to slow down the game of TNT. So that they can come back on defense. Another open shot!
Oh, yun. Nagbintis na si Troy Rosario. Everyone was expecting.
Parang pasok na rin.
Oo. Kala namang lang lahat. Inaantay na lang pumasok. When it missed, nagkagulatan yata. Papos Paredes, loose ball foul. Panoorin natin itong fast break. A while ago, nahatid sa atin ng United Auctioneers Inc., ang biggest auction company sa Pilipinas. ISO certified. Sa bidding ikaw ang bida. Pugoy back in the game as Jericho will sit once again. So rotation ng tao ng TNT. Tuloy-tuloy dito sa first half. Only 3:28 remaining. We are at the Big Dome. Upo si Charlie Cuna. Kasama ko si Dr. J, Andy Howe, Carlo Lizardo at courtside. Mamayang konti, makikita nyo si Dennis Tan naman for the halftime report. RJ Azul short, follows his own miss and he gets it again. Pangalawang beses nilang ginawa yun. Doug, 15-foot jumper. Masyado malakas. At nanulak sa rebound si Matthew Wright. Huling-huli ni referee Killingen.
And that will be the 14th foul called against Phoenix.
Dribblers, ang tamang sagot sa ating Phoenix Pulse Moneyball second question ay Jason Perkins, na leading rebounder sa conference. On your screens, Commissioner Willie Marshall.
Alam mo yung nasa nakaputi. Yan is Jimmy Noblesada as we took at MVP and our chairman si Ricky Vargas. No? Yes.
Bagong POC president, di ba?
Double hat. Tsaka si Dennis Uy.
Sir Dennis Uy also in the house.
Matagal na namin kilala ni Boss Willie yan, ni Chairman, ni Kong Willie yan. Now, si Noblesada was one of the great stars of UTEX Wranglers. Kasama ko yan sa championship twice. And the original Ironman, as you said, taga Iloilo yan.
Under 3 minutes to go.
Maganda negosyo niya, partner. I mean, when he stopped playing, he still knew how to go to business.
At saka madalas bumisita dito sa PBA yan. You know, whenever he's around, shows up here at the Big Dome or whatever venue and nahahani shot natin yung si Jimmy Noblisada.
Isa pang kasama namin noon sa team was Roy Deles, who we met in Iloilo. Just every time we go there para sa mga games.
Out of town games.
Sa out of town. Oh, nice pass.
Pero andun si Ryan Reyes, who's always scrambling.
Ito na yung lumalabas ang depensa ng TNT, pinakikita nila.
Well, yun yung sinasabi natin, ang strength nga nila kanina. There's Kelly. He sidesteps, flips it up, doesn't want to go. Doug Kramer doing what he does best, grabbing the rebound.
Well, this first up actually is probably the worst game of Kelly offensively that I've seen in this conference.
Tama yun.
Because he's been one of the most consistent players for them. Pero alam natin si Kelly, he can do a lot of things. He's been playing very well here.
At saka, let's say, bad first half, pwede bumawi sa second half.
Yes.
In fact, there was one game na sa second half lang siya dumating. Yeah.
At kaya nanalo sila.
Nanalo sila. Correct. That's a 3 from RJ Azul.
Si Jeff Chan ang gumawa ng paraan dun dahil wala siya mapuntahan. Pagsaksak niya, ang daming puti nakikita niya.
RR, nice screen. Inikutan niya. Pasado malakas ang pasa para kay Mo.
So that will be inbounded there.
Well, literally, throwing it away.
Yes.
Diba?
Malayo ang waist cut dyan. Doon pa sa labas.
Doon pa. Sa coach pa niya ipapasa eh. Kay Nasracela niya pinapasa yun.
Buti hindi sinalo niya.
Wilson back in the game. Doug Kramer is out.
Good time to rest him. 1 minute 46 and you don't want him to pick up another foul. Anyway, the lead is 6. You hope that you can make 1 or 2 more baskets here and play good defense.
RJ Azul, kate-tref lang niya a while ago.
Pero tignan mo naman ang pantay sa kanya ni Jason. Nako, ayun na nga, bantay, naagawan na.
Ito na TNT atake once again. Jason Castro with the leather. Always dangerous kahit saan man siya. Pati dyan, a 3-point area.
Ang sakit na turnover na yun.
It's a 9-point lead once again para sa TNT. 1 minute and 20 lang. 21 na lang ang natitira dito sa ating laban. Panoorin natin yung play na ito. Nakita niya, may screen si Kelly. Why not? Di nakaikot. Si Azul rather.
You know, and that's why tumawag ng 30-second timeout doon Charlie si Coach Louis. And he walked away. Lumayo siya because he was so frustrated. The one thing that we do not want to do is to throw the ball away or make turnovers because we cannot defend them when they're running. You know, if we miss, at least we can come back. But if we throw the ball away or we make turnovers and they're attacking, they're not quick team. They're not a quick team.
Here's that pass a while ago inside. Short shot, drive brought to us by United Auctioneers Inc., biggest auction company in the Philippines, ISO certified. Sa bidding, ikaw ang bida. And you could see furious ito si Coach Louis Alas sa huling huddle ng Phoenix Fuel Masters. It's with Willie. Bounce pass to Matthew. He goes up, hangs in the air, gets it to go. What a play! Wala kay Matthew Wright.
He's 14th point, but he has not scored for maybe about 7-8 minutes.
Pero hang time yun.
Yeah,
Bumubu sa ere.
And most of his shots talaga from the inside are scoring. Oops, that's gonna be an offensive foul. Yan naman kailangan alas rin ni Mo Tautuan. Yung kanyang physicality na misa wala sa lugar.
Well, underestimating his own strength, no? na ipabagsak niya. Siyempre may halong tiklop na rin na ginawa ito si Riobu just to emphasize the push. Frustrated. Mo Tautua back to the bench. As Troy Rosario's back in the game.
Ayun, nahuli ni Jeff si Semerat and he will go to the free throw line. Immaterial whether it's in lack of shooting because penalty na TNT. Now look at this,
Three shots, no? Three shots, no?
3 shots. Now look at this 46 seconds. That will be like 3 plays. Pero may 1 foul to give ang Phoenix dito. Depende kung paano nila gamitin ito. Wala na silang 30-second timeout dito.
No, Jeff Chan, been rough. Offensively, kahit free throw, masyado malakas. Two out of 3 so far mula riyan.
I think his first 2 points were from the free throw line. Naalala mo, sinasabi mo, he wanted to get the feed.
Right.
Balik si Jericho Cruz dito para kay Semerad. Pang-scoring ito.
You know, you look at these two players, Jericho Cruz and Jeff Chan, played together at Rain or Shine.
Yes.
They won a championship. Pero ngayon, they have moved on mula riyan. Mula roon pala sa rain or shine with new teams.
That's your career, di ba? Jericho really wanted to move. Jeff did think he was moving.
Castro, kicks to Troy. Ngayon, dadrive naman si Troy. Atake, pabandang tira. That's what we're saying. Si Troy Rosario can hit you in so many ways.
Yeah. Because he's so dangerous na from the outside. Pag close out mo, dadaanan ka na. This last shot time, you do not take a shot early here at all.
May diferensya ng 3.5 seconds yung mga orasan natin. Iriobu, 15-foot J. Napasok naman niya yun.
Yeah, but they had time to score yet.
That's right.
12.8 and they have a 30-second timeout. Now, may foul to give dito ang Phoenix. They could substitute some players there on the bench to give up the foul. At di pwede, 30-second timeout yan. Hindi sila pwede mag-sub. Unless mag-sub ang TNT. Pero isa lang ang pwede lang isub.
Doesn't look like it's gonna happen, Doc. So malamang these fives will finish out the first half ng ating knockout game on this PBA Sunday. Mga kaibigan, dito sa PBA, laro ng mga palaban, ang tunay na larong bayan, PBA Season 43. Laro mo to, mga Pinoy.
Paalala natin ulit as we take a look at this drive by Troy Rosario and off the glass. Ang quarterfinals ay mag-uumpisa bukas.
Boom! Not a happy camper at this moment is Louis Alas.
Siyempre, knockout game ito.
Knockout yung ano
niya.
There's
the foul to give. And that's a good foul.
Knockout yung playboard niya.
Knockout na playboard. Buti hindi na knockout yung Silvia. But I like a coach that shows a little emotion. Now, no more fouls to give. 8.6 seconds pa ito, no more fouls to give.
Oh, Troy, quick shot.
Maaga rin yun.
Not necessary.
May tira pa ito.
Hihirit pa ito si Matthew.
Oh, malayo pa yan.
Pinasa kay Eriobo. Oh, look at the defense from Jason Castro. Pinayungan si Joseph Eriobo, who's about 5'6" inches taller than he is.
Oh,
Nauna dun sa talon. And Phoenix Jewel Masters trail by 5 at the half. Let's watch this move. Tunay na lakas move natin sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo ang 13 pesos mo. Sumabit sa ere. Napasok yung babandang tira. Ang ating score, 54-49 in favor of the Katropa. It is 54-49 ang ating halftime score. 5-point lead for the TNT Katropa, who were trailing throughout that almost the entire first quarter. Pero naka-recover sila to grab the lead at the end of one, and then they kept it throughout the entire second period on long-range sniping mula kay Troy Rosario, Doc.
Yeah, obviously the biggest factor for TNT was Troy Rosario, and then of course Jason Castro providing some offense as well as assists. But the important thing there is both teams shot very close to each other from the field goal percentage. It was the three-point shooting that really gave TNT the edge so far in this ball game.
That's correct. If you look at the statistics ng ating first half, tinan mo yung buong stat sheet na yun. Halos pare-pareho sila in many of the statistical categories. But as you said, 7 3-pointers made for TNT, and most of those were from Troy Rosario.
Yes, and 4 ang diferensya niyan. So ang puntos niyan is 12 points differential. Bench points, of course, alam natin malalim ang bench ng TNT, and that's a plus 18. Fast break points also plus 6. Pero ang one thing that Phoenix can be proud of, hindi sila natalo ng malaki sa rebounding. They only lost by 1 rebound the first half. And they were able to preserve the fouls of their big man, except of course for JC Intalo picked up 3.
Well, pati sa inside points, as you pointed out earlier, tinan natin yung mga ating leading scorers, Matthew Wright and Kramer in double digits para sa Phoenix. Kabilang panic, Troy Rosario running away with the scoring honors, 18 points. Pero ably supported by Cruz, Castro, Tautua, and some other fellows. Sa third quarter natin sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink, may laban ka. If you look at the inside points in the paint, 26-20 lamang ang TNT. But early on, Phoenix was pounding the ball inside, as you pointed out, Dr. J. Effective yun in those early goings kung saan sila lumamang.
And they need Jeff Chan to really get going. He only has 4 points, no? And all of that coming from free throw line. Nice pass
to Kelly.
Ito naman ang Kelly is a bit tentative with his offensive game today, no? Especially against this team where I think he can really dominate them.
Kasi wala makakasabay sa kanya sa altitude na kaya niyang kunin.
Yeah, and you know, he has quickness for a 6'6", 6'7" player.
Alolino, tinirahan si Kelly Bidin. Sa rebound play, Jason Castro kumuha niyan over Willie Wilson. Castro's pushing it up. He's running together with Reyes, Williams, Rosario, and Semeran. And they get a basket. Jason Castro completes that.
Well, Alolino still has a lot to learn. There was a switch off. There is an advantage for him because Kelly is trying to guard him from away the basket. Instead of taking him strong, he tried to shoot over a big man. So he missed badly. There's going to be a loose ball foul here called against Ryan Reyes.
Doc, si Carla nakinig sa mga huddle ng mga kuponan noong halftime. Pakinggan natin report niya.
Sa halftime huddle ng Phoenix, Coach Louie Alas pointed out that they gave up too many transition points ng first half, and that means TNT is controlling the tempo, something that they really can't have ngayon na do-or-die game nga ito. Para naman dito sa TNT katropa, kahit na lamang sila, Coach Nash Rosella was not happy with their defense. Sabi niya, they need to do a much better job, show more effort on the court, and be more aggressive when it comes to getting offensive rebounds. Gentlemen?
I don't think either of the coaches will be happy until the final buzzer sounds and somebody wins. Yung coach na nung team na yun na panalo, yun lang matutuwa.
Yeah, obviously, kasi do-or-die game ito. Kundi bakasyon ka na and you wait until April, the last week of April, bago kayo maglaro ulit. All of a sudden, 5-0 burst. Puro sa labas ang tira dito ng Phoenix. Walang pumapasok. At tumatakbo ng tumatakbo.
Pero pang foul na tinawag. As Castro completes another fast break opportunity para sa TNT. 12-point lead, a chance to make it an even, a Baker dozen rather. Pumapasok niya ang bonus free throw. Smart move na yan mula kay Castro, brought to us by Smart. Be there like never before. An early timeout is called dito sa third period. Not even 2 minutes gone by. Phoenix calls a halt. Coach Louie not happy at all because this guy, umandar na eh. The Rocket Blur, Jason Castro, doing his thing sa pag-umpisa ng second half, and nothing Phoenix can do to stop him.
Well, ang adjustment na ginawa niya is he started Jason Castro instead of R.R. Garcia. R.R. had a lot of problems with Jello Alolino. Eh kung uulitin niya si Jello sa loob-loob niya, gagamitin ko na si Jason. Because he didn't want Jason to match up with a more experienced guy like RJ Azul, no? More physical and everything, na may experience. So ito talagang medyo arangkada na dito si Jason Castro.
At kung may pasok niya to, 13 points na siya. At yun din ang magiging lamang ng kanyang koponan.
Remember, that was 54-49. So it's a 7-0 run. Early timeout called. And now, it's an 8-0 run.
Yan ang anak ni Jason Castro enjoying yung kagalingan ng kanyang ama. So Phoenix needs to do something quickly because you don't want to get left behind. There's Jeff Cha with a 3-point shot. Ang kanina pa sinasabi ni Dr. J, kailangan ng Phoenix.
Yeah, and they're pushing and pushing the ball right now. Yun ang number one na siguro sinabi ng team. Whether they score or we get the rebound, we push the ball. Because kukunti lang ang kalaban natin eh. Mabibilang mo lang baka 8 or 9 players na magagamit yun eh. We want to tire them out.
Castro being pressured by Wright. Nahanap si Ryan. Tres ang binato! Ang tres ang nakuha!
Na lahat ginagawa na ni Jason dito.
He's not scoring, he's passing. Oh.
Scoring.
Rumi-rebound pa kanina.
Oh, sama. Oh, that's gonna be another second personal foul on Ryan Reyes. But he takes that. Alam niya, ang problema ko, my job is to take care of Macho Wright and stop him. And I'm doing it.
There's that change. Alolino to the bench. RJ Azul pinasok ni Coach Louie Alas.
With the experience there. But tinitignan ni Jason yan. Parang pag tinignan niya, you know, nauunahan niya na nauunahan. You need somebody that can try to at least stay in front of him.
Jeff kicks to Perkins. Oh, taken away by Kelly. Nakakahabol ba si Perkins?
Really dunk out.
Probably going to be just a regular foul.
Yeah, it looked like I think he was going for the ball.
Yeah.
But this is the right call made. Although that's the fourth personal foul now of Perkins.
Or at least from our angle, it should be a regular foul as Kelly still feeling the jolt of that.
It's like a playoff, right? In professional basketball, you would almost say that's like a regular hard foul.
You know,
hinabol niya
naman
talaga yung bola.
hinabol. It was a bit hard, of course. Let's see anong determinasyon ng mga referees natin. Kausap ni Ref Kilingen, si Noel Zarate, ang ating venue announcer. Announcement coming up. Oh, F1. F1 ang tinawag against the rookie. And that's his fourth personal. He'll have to sit for 3 game minutes.
Well, that was determined from after the review.
Final and unappealable na yan. Upo muna si Perkins.
Hindi lang yun. May fine ka pa.
That's right. Penalty box ka pa, 3 minutes.
Yeah, that's ongoing. Yung hockey. So, chance for Kelly to get himself going here. Medyo bitin nga yung free throw niya. Alam niya yun. Pero pumasok and they will have possession of the ball after the second free throw.
Kelly Williams, ganda ng averages niya, double-double for this conference.
Yeah, he's been playing real well. And if they go in and if they beat Phoenix tonight, you know, San Miguel knows they have a little problem, especially with Kelly. Because if he's not playing well today, he might play well next game. Very well, not only well.
Nahanap na naman si Reyes. Quick pop to Semerad. They're trying to get this guy going. Yan ang paborito ni Semerad. Corner 3.
And all of a sudden, it's an 18-point lead plus 13 na sila dito sa quarter na ito. And that's another foul by Ryan. 3 in a row against Matthew Wright. Pero yan ang trabaho niya eh.
16-3 ang ating score, no? 16-3 dito sa
plus
third
13.
period.
Plus 13.
Bleeding for points of Phoenix Fuel Masters. This is the right guy to go to, pero grabe naman ang depensa nila siyempre kay Matthew Wright. Open momentarily. RJ Azul! Big shot para sa kanila. Kailangan nila yun.
Well, 2 guys that really weren't scoring for them gave them the 2 3-point shots here in this quarter. Oh, look at Castro. Pinaglalaroan ni Castro lahat ng mga dumidepensa sa kanya. I mean, he's just going into the hole.
Wala, international point guards nga. Dinamanin niya.
And that's going to be an offensive foul. That's a good call.
6 assists to go with his point total. Itong si Jason Castro. Naka-force pa sila ng turnover. Here's the play. Nahanap niya si Kelly. Saw him trailing. Gave it up. Paymaya play. Atid sa atin ng Paymaya, official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Download the Paymaya app.
17-point lead. JC Intal coming back for Jeff Chan who picked up that offensive foul. And remember, JC has 3 fouls. That's another foul called against Azul. And all of a sudden, 4 nating foul dito ng Phoenix. Maaga pa. Pahinga na si Jason.
8 minutes, 28 pa, Doc. Anong titira rito? 4 fouls ng Phoenix. Imagine if they get into penalty. TNT will surely try to take advantage of that.
I wonder si Jason may minutes, no? Parang tinitemper ng minutes. Kasi, I mean, he's playing so well. I wouldn't take him out unless he's tired.
Well, you know, that's the thing with TNT. Yung personnel nila, ang daming pwedeng pumutok talaga. And Pogoy has not been hitting in this ball game, but yeah, anytime, kaya-kaya ngayon. 7 points na kanyang total. Matthew Wright goes to Doug. Doug, 1 dribble up for the basket, gets a foul from Troy Rosario. Free throws for Kramer.
I like the aggressiveness of Kramer in that play. Troy Rosario will now get his rest. Remember, he had 14 points in the first quarter. 18 points now.
Doug hits that. Lead is still 18, however, para sa TNT. Katropa, under 8 minutes remaining sa third period. Dahil pang oras free, the Phoenix needs to make some stops. And not that way, because that puts them in the penalty. Any foul from now on will result in free throws para sa mga Katropa.
Remember, they're in the league.
Oo nga, leading by 18 plus a chance to go to the line. Every time mapituhan itong Phoenix. Not a good quarter at all para sa Fuel Masters. Pogoy makes his move. 4 to go. Falling away. Nakuha na. Pero Kenny Williams just pulling it away. Yun yung mga impact ni Kenny Williams. Pinag-uusapan natin kanina, Dr. J, you know. Not so much on scoring, not so much on rebounding. It's little things, bumping, being there as a presence. And the timeout is called. 7:26 remaining in the third.
Hells. Sige. Okay. Dito, di ba?
Yes!
Inside the game, Kevin Alas. He is such an effective penetrator and a slasher. Beautiful pass. Touchdown.
Inside to Kinyan.
Nice play! Wow, tira si Japon yung dalawa.
You're kidding me! That was a well-designed play! Oh my goodness, what a miss!
Salmerado driving hard to the side. Three. Yes! That could be it. Jerry Cruz raised the cushion.
Yan ang bakbakan bukas, Lunes, dito sa Mo Arena. And Lex against Alaska, rain or shine versus Ginebra dito sa PBA. Laro ng mga palaban, ang tunay na larong bayan, PBA Season 43. Laro mo to.
Paalala lang ha, manood kayo bukas. Kung pwede kayo manood doon.
That's right.
Okay, kundi manood kayo dito. PB5. Tapos sa Tuesday, mag-uumpisa na yung twice to beat. Yung mananalo dito, lalabanan na San Miguel sa first game.
Correct.
Ang second game doon, Magnolia versus Global
Port.
Port.
Oh, so, quarters na yan. Masaya ang bakbakan dito sa PBA. JC Antal gets a follow-up basket na muntik pang lumabas. Dahil mali yung pectus.
Pinong araw yan at pag tinalo niya, idadak.
Yun, that's right. Jericho called for a travel on the baseline drive. Ganda sana ng setup para kay Semerad. Would have been Semerad's second three-pointer.
Alangan siya eh. Gusto niyang i-lay up. Teka muna, madami yatang pula dyan. So he took that extra step. Kaya bago niya pinasa. Pinapababa na siya ng coach. Hindi naman pwede lahat ng tawag makakalusot ka.
Okay na, preserve the lead na lang. Matthew Wright, umupo na naman sa ere. You know, the maneuverability.
I love
Itong
that.
si Wright.
I love that player. Kaya nga nasa Gilas siya because he has a fighting heart.
And a lot of talent as well. You know, si Matthew Wright, we expect him to be a mainstay on that Gilas.
And this guy always had a fighting heart. Si Dom Kramer, whatever you say. Kahit maliit siya, compared to the other centers, okay lang sa kanya. Matthew Wright. Oh!
May banta yun, ha?
No problem. And he already has 19 points in the ball game. Si Dom Kramer ang panigundo nila with 12 points.
So from 20, it's down to just 14. So Phoenix making some headway. Cruz wants three. And he gets it once again. Yan ang nagiging problema. Yung three-point shooting still continues to make it para rito sa TNT.
Well, they have to realize that this guy is a player. Oh, nice move there by Orobo, and he's fouled. Going to the basket, he'll go to the free throw line. Good pass yun.
A nice roll red mula kay Eriobo. Pero ito na naman yung play. Semerad naman nakahanap kay Cruz a while ago. It was Cruz who found him kaso natawagan ng traveling. Paymaya play. Nandito sa atin ng Paymaya, ang official payment partner ng PBA. Get an account in a minute. Just download the Paymaya app. And then you know, the luxury of your players playing well, sustaining the lead, and then you bring back Jason Castro into the ball game. Diba? 1 out of 2.
You're trying to blow the other team away right now. Take the fight out. Oh, that's traveling. And I'm glad. Especially ito si Nobla. Naalala ko yan, pinakilala sa akin nung isang araw. I told him, you miss some, in the earlier part, you miss a lot of traveling violations. Do not be afraid to call it.
And he whistled it right there. Right got hit on that shot.
He got hit. But ang problema, yung referee na dumadating sa center, hindi na tawagan.
And Matthew Wright, you know, perplexed na walang tawag sa play na yon, have to hunker down on defense once again. Kasi Naghahabol ang kanyang opponent. 5:20 pa, marami pang oras pa rito, Doc.
Nag-iba dito ang depensa. They have to press because they have to force turnovers. Cannot do 2-1 sila. Then they fall into a zone.
There they go.
They force the turnover. Now they can run. And he will take a 3-point shot.
And almost get it. Ando na naman si JC Intal.
Same story. Different flavor.
Well, you know, looking like Troy Rosario. Those two plays, ha?
Well, alam natin, deeper talaga yan si JC. That's gonna be take 2. A bump.
At pang-apat na foul ni JC Intal yan.
Yan ang dapat medyo i-control mo. Kailangan na kailangan.
Here's that follow-up mula kay JC Intal. High sa tibay rebound. Hatid sa atin ng Eagles Cement. High sa tibay.
Incidental yun o accidental bumping ang nangyari sa kanya. Pero still, it's a foul and it was rightfully called by the referees.
Ang intent naman hindi element yan ng foul. Di ba? Yung gravity ng foul pwede. Dribblers, ang ating Phoenix Pulse Moneyball most valuable dribbler of the game ay si Richard Tuason. Richard, panalo ka ng 3,000 pesos. Congrats sa iyo. Imagine, papindot-pindot ka lang ng cellphone, may 3,000 pesos ka na. Ayos yan.
Bukas, umpisaan niya ulit yan. May dalawang laro tayo bukas. Oh, binanda pa. Okay, nice shot, Kelly. And he has 9 points all of a sudden.
Yun na nga which you were talking about earlier.
Because he can score. He's really had a good conference.
Yung averages niya ngayon are his best in 8 years. Yun yung pag-usapan last game.
Kramer with 14 points in the ball game right now. And they go out of the zone and they go back to their regular man-to-man defense.
Doug Kramer has always been a high percentage shooter.
Because he shoots around that basket. Tapos medium, 3-point shot. Kumalog lang.
So pagkakataon para sa Phoenix, baka lapit. 14 lamang ang lamang ng TNT. They're guarding Matthew Wright the way they should. Eriobo will attack. That's his strong side. Pero naipit sa baseline.
He traveled there also.
3-on-1. Jericho finishes. Fast break.
Pepesta dito si Jason kapapasok sa kanyang kakampi. Enjoy na enjoy siya dito kay Jericho Cruz.
Well, no question on the talent of Jericho Cruz. Just wasn't happy where he was, but he's very happy with TNT right now.
Okay, pag 22-1. Now, para hindi kita kayo, gagawin lang natin yan after
We're looking at the weaknesses ng Phoenix a while ago. Yung sasabi natin, they allowed too many points.
And that fast break, masakit yan. And then, marami na rin fast break dito ang TNT. 9 yata sa first half. Maybe another at least 6-7 here, no?
So ito, mukhang talagang faltering sila in the same category. They only have 5 fast break points of their own. They've only blocked 1 shot. Tapos 84 points sa third quarter pa lang tayo dahil pang oras.
Yep. They're not gonna win a game like that. They have to really lower down the beat because their offense is very limited.
Well, they were hanging tough the first half, Dr. J, but the third quarter, this third quarter has been crazy in favor of TNT.
Well, Jason has done his job and Pugoy sumali na. Medyo umupo pa nga yung top scorer nila si Rosario who had all of his 18 points in the first half. Parang yung sa Gilas. He had his 14 points in the first half. He didn't score in the second half. But we won. So, okay na yun.
Okay na, okay yun. Pass goes to Intal, stolen away. Not the way you want to come out of a timeout. Castro faster than everyone else. Grabe talaga yung speed ni Jason Castro. You know, you have to see it.
To believe it.
First hand. Oh, grabe. Pagkuha niya, it's off to the races, and maybe the only guy who can catch him is Stanley Pringle, but he's not here tonight. Ganda nung lean in ni Intal. Pintis, pero niligpit naman ng kanyang best friend.
Yeah, 2 teammates before. Ako, ito na naman yung pass breaks on the other end.
It's just too easy. One fake. Umilalim sa depensa ni Eriobu. Layup na naman. Balik sa 18 ang lamang ng TNT. Under 3 minutes remaining. Kramer thought about taking the jumper. Decided to bring it in. Andun si Papot Paredes. Oh, natawagan pa ng offensive foul. Si Doug for barging into the chest of Paput Paredes.
Third personal foul. No complaints from him. Perkins coming back.
Here's the play a while ago, Doc, yung naagawan ni Castro. Still hatid sa atin ng United Auctioneers Inc., ang biggest auction company in the Philippines, ISO certified sa bidding. Kawang bida, bidang-bida talaga si Jason Castro.
Jepsen has come back in. Tsaka a new person, yung big man nila. Jam Cortez ba ito?
Yep. Well, trying all sorts of combinations na. Ito si Coach Louie Alas. Nothing to lose at this point.
Yeah, he gave him some minutes. Of course, medyo bihira kasi magamit to, kaya mahirap rin. But he's big and he knows how to rebound, so that's what they need. They go back to the zone.
Harvey. Jumper is short. Bakbakan sa rebound. Nakuha ni Perkins. RJ Azul. It's gonna be a foul on Ryan Reyes.
Ang bilis ng foul ni Ryan. He's committed 4 fouls in this quarter.
And they are in penalty as well, TNT.
Their opponent was in penalty about 3-4 minutes ago.
Oh. Azul, pinasok ang unang free throw. RJ Azul, a veteran. Played most of his career sa Alaska Aces after coming over from Shapinas.
He was with Raynor Shine. But when we drafted Paul, he eventually parang pwede na siyang pakawalan. But it was okay. He was a good player. Coming from Gilas yun eh. But he was still learning the ropes at that time.
RR. Kick to Jericho. Parang walang gustong tumira. Paikot-ikot. Finally, Mena libre.
So na yun eh. So you want to really, you know, be patient first.
And quickly move the ball.
But medyo maganda yung tira na yun. Hindi lang pumasok.
Azul, that three would have really helped their cause. RR. Rather, Ryan Reyes. RR nga.
Nako, and that's the 5th personal foul of Intal.
Really can't get himself going. Wala, yun yung mga iiwas ka na sana, pero nagkabanggaan talaga. And the referee really have no choice but to blow it.
Very frustrated siya. He's having a pretty decent game. But you know, lalo na yung bago referee, yung pipito talaga. Kung ano nakikita niya, ipipito niya. Norbert Torres, by the way, Charlie, is seeing action for the first time.
That's right. Debut game ngayon, 17 points, 4 assists. And he played 30 minutes last time out. And Jericho doing more of the same sa laban na ito. He has 14 points in this game. So, ganda ng average niya so far in 2 games. Oh, too high for Ryan. And RR Garcia has issued a couple of passes that result in turnovers in this game.
Magbabalasa ulit sana ang TNT pero hindi inabot. Well, under 2 minutes here. So, iniisip dito ng Phoenix, makakakuha ba tayo ng 7-0 run? Okay na sa tayo dyan. And that's gonna be a holding foul.
Sino? Harvey Carey probably.
Maybe, and that'll be free throw shots para kay Perkins siguro.
So, nasa linya si Perkins. Can't get the first one to go. Jason Perkins not having a good night from on the offensive end.
Well, it's hard because this is one of the teams na makakalaban nila na may madaming malaki that he doesn't match up well against, di ba? But
splits the free throws.
He's okay, and remember, they just played a couple of days ago, so medyo may pagod rin yan.
5 points pa lamang para kay Jason Perkins. Averages 11 a game. Jericho layo. Malakas ang tira. Nakuha ni RJ Azul ang rebound. 16 na hinahabol ng Phoenix.
And they're pushing it.
Cortez was open. Di nabigay sa kanya. Natapik ang bola. Perkins recovers. On the drive. JP Mendoza flips it up and nothing there. No red shirt underneath para sa possible.
Yeah, I was a bad attempt. They had plenty of time. You know, didn't have to rush it. Don't look for the referees to bail you out.
Approaching the last minute ng ating third period. Ayun, sakto. 1 minute na. Garcia Semerad, corner 3.
It's a price you pay if you play a zone and the other team knows how to break it, especially if they make the 3-point shots.
9 puntos para kay Semerad. Jam to the basket, gets his own miss. Ipapower sana ni si Reyes, wala sa mapuntahan. Jeff 3. Short. JP Mendoza trying to chase it down. Jericho Cruz saves it. Who's gonna get it? Jam Cortez out to RJ. To Jeff. Jeff 3. Too strong. Perkins one more time. Nakailang offensive rebound ng Phoenix but they cannot
Score
at all.
Ito pa, isa pa. Yan, 3-point shot na yan.
Well, at least maganda resulta nung effort nila.
Now they have to play defense without fouling. They're down by 16 eh. You wanna keep it at that. Ayaw mo nang dagdagan pa yan.
RR, Discarte. Nakahanap na espasyo. What a time for RR to get his first 2 points in the game. Makakahirit pa ba?
May oras pa.
And Azul has made half-court shots in the past, but not on that try. What a run. Dito sa third period, they score 40 big points in this quarter to go up big. Here is a tunay na lakas move na hatid sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo. 13 pesos mo, 94.76 is an uphill climb for Phoenix. They have 12 minutes to try to do something. Look at TNT. When they score at least 90 points, they're unbeaten. When they do not score 90 points, wala pa silang panalo. Ang score nila ngayon, 94 na.
Yeah, they had a terrific third quarter. They were up 54, 49? 40 puntos ba ginawa nila rito?
40 to 27.
54 eh.
40 to 27 plus 13 plus 5 at the half. 18 ang total. Jericho Cruz, malaking parte sa atake ng TNT Katropa. His second game as a Katropa and already averaging at least 15 points a game. Tino natin madadagdagan pa yan. Kasi 17 last time, 14 ngayon, 31. So,
well, I think si Coach Nash will also look at the game. Kung medyo malayo na, he might not be using guys like Jason and Jericho and those guys because in 2 days they're gonna play again.
That's right. Fourth quarter brought to us by Cobra Energy Drink. May laban ka, may laban pa nga ba itong Phoenix Fuel Masters? We'll find out soon enough as Carey kicks to Semerad.
Well, I think Phoenix is also a proud team. They'll fight back.
Harvey drives the baseline. Mintis ang layup, naghahanap ng foul. Back on defense. Jeff to Willie. Willie Carey ang bantayan. Gandang matchup niya. Tumapak sa linya si Willie Wilson. Turnover na naman.
Well, hindi niya mabangga si Carey. Malaki sa kanya yun. Just held this ground, no?
Carla, ano narinig mo sa huddle ng TNT?
Coming into the fourth quarter, sabi ni Coach Nash Rosella, we're up by 18. Ngayon, kailangan natin magpakita ng disiplina sa ating depensa. We have to be smart with our shot selection. Huwag tayo magsisettle for the three-pointers. Hindi tayo pwedeng bato lang ng bato. Back to you guys.
Precisely. There was a stretch na parang bato nila ng tres a while ago. Can't no such thing as a 5-6 point shot. Quarter scoring, look at it. There's the third quarter. Yun ang pinakamalaki dyan eh. 40 to 27, Doc.
Grabe na, 40 points.
Really broke this game open.
Well, it's still far from over. And an 8-second violation. Very good call by the new referee, Gopla. And si Harvey Carey medyo papalitan na. Babalik si Motao Tua. Now, of course, sinisave nila si Wright on the other end, no? Kung makababa pa ng konti yan, talaga ibubuhos na rin yan maybe the last 7-8 minutes no matter what. Hi, Lexi. And by the way, my good friend Ahmed, get well, ha? Get well, partner.
Oh, Jeff John air ball. Masyado malakas. Norbert Torres hits the deck. Bagsak rin si JP Mendoza at sapagkat humiga si Torres sa end line.
Swerte pa yung TNT. Kundi yung bola na doon, ilalim ng Phoenix and layup.
Nakatula ka ng konti si Perkins at si Torres. Dating magkakampi.
Walay muna tayo ng landas.
Wala na yan.
Parehong hanap buhay ito.
Ito, sa lista rin to pero ibang panahon.
Oh, traveling. Good call. Refereeante making the right call.
Ibang henerasyon na si Willie Wilson kay Perkins at kay Torres.
Plus 10 yata yun.
Mga ganon. Willie Wilson, kasabayan pa ni Dominic Uyan. So medyo matanda na talaga yan.
Bakit? Si Dominic matanda na? Ikaw ah. Good pressure defense.
Pass goes cross-court to Jason Castro. Only 10 minutes, 26 seconds remaining in the game.
Na-delay na yung konti yung setup. Down to 7 seconds.
You know, despite the similar record, Doc, nitong dalawang koponan. Norbert takes the three. Muntik pang pumasok. Front rims it. Despite the same record of Phoenix at TNT, you can say, because of TNT's personnel and experience, that they were the favored team coming into this game.
There's no question about that. And dahil sa injuries pa, at saka lack of big men yan, okay, you know, yun ang naging problema nila.
And they can't get anything to fall. Up ahead of the pack is R.R. Pogoy. Sakto ba yung pasa? Ang ganda naman nun kung nasa NFL eh. Saktong-sakto yung pagka-quarterback ni Castro doon.
Jason is en route to a double-double. Malapit na yan sa assist eh. Marami na yan.
Perkins inside.
Oh,
Lakas ng
nice
foul
pass.
but makes the basket anyway.
Alam mo, sakit rin sa Blackwater.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because they've been playing well and they have the big men. Sayang sa kanila. They get to lose out in the quotient.
This is a Paymaya play brought to us by Paymaya, official payment partner of the PBA. Get an account in a minute. Just download the Paymaya app. Well, you know, glad you mentioned Blackwater, Dr. J, because we have to, despite their conference being over, we must commend yung conference ng Blackwater in several aspects. Two of them being Poy Eram and Michael Di Gregorio.
Yeah, you know, talagang they have become a better team already. Their build-up. Of course, yung boss nila, si Joseldo, medyo, ano yan, winner rin yan eh. Ayaw naman yan na parang sali lang kami dyan eh. No, we're in there to compete.
That's right.
And they've been building up the team, you know, the addition of Maliksi, Belo. I mean, those are players.
No, they have a good lineup. May mga games na talaga minalas, medyo may na-injure, tapos, you know, things didn't go their way in the end game, but outstanding conferences from Di Gregorio and Eram. But tila sila dalawa yan, ha? Ang dami ibang components ng Blackwater Elite.
Oh, nadulas pa si Matthew Wright.
Pumasok pa yung tres! Well, Matthew Wright slow to get up. He slipped and...
yeah, there's a slippery spot there.
Hindi maganda yun, ano? That could result in injury. You know, we remember Phoenix Suns Walter Davis. Nag-slip yan sa sahig and he was out for a year. 16.8 TNT, 8 minutes and 48. Phoenix needs to play like they really need this game. You know, that's just a 16.8. Dahil pang oras dito. But they need to stop the onslaught. Katulad niya.
Talagang pinakikita ng power, offensive power ng TNT. Talagang piyesta si Castro kapapasa.
Tsaka, Doc, zero resistance. Alam nila eh. Alam nila ng mga TNT players. If they drive, there's no one there who will block their shot.
Yeah. Especially with Dog out pa. Dog may be the only big man that they really had that can offer some resistance.
Pogoy, same side. Diba ikot niya? Hanap pa niya si Semerat. Hindi na makompleto ni Anthony yung play na yon. Matthew Wright will be fouled by Castro at half court. That's a duty foul. Pumasok pa yung tira.
Sayang.
Ganun kagaling Matthew Wright talaga eh. And those types of fouls, he was in front of the player, medyo sumundot, hindi na tatawagan ng deliberate yon.
Well, ito na si Hasol, pinalitan si Alolino. Talagang hindi niya kaya bantayan si Jason. Lahat ng gustong gawin ni Jason, ginagawa sa kanya.
Matthew Wright looking for a foul call to go his way. Nothing coming as he hits the deck once again. Perkins nakuha ang rebound and he's fouled on the way up.
Perkins also showing what he can do. Castro has 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 9 assists.
Triple-double once tayo. Dr. J. Kaya-kaya niya makuha yan with still 7:58 remaining.
Yeah, well,
but you know, he just wants to win.
Yeah, para siyang Russell Westbrook.
Oh,
I mean, he's playing so relaxed. But of course, if they go on to win, it's a different story.
Kasi, di ba, maka-triple-double ka nga, matatalo ka naman. Katulad ni LeBron James kanina. Di ba? You know, it's not really worth much for you.
They don't have the same team anymore. And without luck, they have a lot of problems. You know, I don't know. you let go of your best play, or second best player on the team at the start of the year. You were looking for trouble already.
There's the pass to Mo! And really, with impunity, yung pag-atake sa basket ng katropa, talagang walang karespe-respeto sa interior defense ng Phoenix Fuel Masters. Getting everything they want. Points in the paint, malamang ang laki na ng gap. Dr. J, the drive is brought to us by United Auctioneers Inc., the biggest auction company in the Philippines, ISO certified. Sa bidding, ikaw ang bida. In the first half, it was only a 26-20 lead, points in the paint for TNT. I'm pretty sure that has grown and grown.
Baka plus 20 na yan, ang diferensya niya. Well, which I was surprised kasi hindi umaatake sila in the beginning doon sa loob. Actually, sila ina-atake ng Phoenix sa loob. Oops, yan na naman, nahulog na naman si Matthew.
And Ryan Reyes quicker to the ball. 3-on-1 ito. Ilalab sana. And Mo Tautua hindi umangat. Gusto sana ilab ni Kelly sa kanya. Would have been a highlight play. Jericho, hindi makapasa. Timeout ang tinawag. Granted by the referee. He'll head to the bench with 7:16 remaining. TNT looking really good in this knockout match. Well, there are several categories kung saan terrific ang TNT. Yan ang mga strengths nila throughout this conference. And, well, let's look where they rank sa game na ito sa mga statistics na yan.
For points allowed, lumag 83. Ayun na nga, nandun na yung 83 yung kalaban. Pero became an open game a little bit here. No?
Well, their three-point shooting, their attack in the paint, attacks in the paint, and their defense has really brought them 20 points ahead right now with only 7:16 remaining. And that's the thing, you know, these younger teams, although may mga veterans ng Phoenix, we know it's a young core, meaning they haven't been together as long as TNT has. And yung kanilang body language at this point in time, it's, you know, you can see medyo parang defeated na. But let's see if they can pick it up with 7:16 to go.
Well, what is obvious is this team does not have a lot of good big men. No? And you can't fight against Fajardo, Slaughter, and all those guys there, or Kelly and them. You don't have enough big men.
Kick to the corner. RR, gusto makisali. Mintis ang tres niya. And si Matthew Wright doing everything. Another rebound para sa kanya. He's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Pero talagang ito lumalaban ito. Short. Kasi naghanap siya ng foul.
Just can't get a call. Yun na nga. He should stop looking for that whistle and just keep attacking. Kelly miss. Tulakan. Bola ng TNT pa rin. Doug Kramer ang huling nakatapik. Intal is sent into the game. One more foul and he's out. Let's see if he can preserve himself for a couple of minutes. Reyes ikot kay Cruz. Napunta kay Mo. Mo out to Ryan. 7 to shoot. Napunta kay Kelly. Jumper.
Everything working now. 22-point lead para sa TNT. 6:28.
Biggest lead of the game.
Well, kung manalo sila, no rest bukas yan. Practice ulit yan.
That's right.
Game sila sa Tuesday. San Miguel, matagal na nagpa-practice. And remember, TNT would have been eliminated if Rain or Shine made the shot in regulation and in
or
first
any of their
overtime.
free throws.
Yeah.
Yung free throws talaga. Oh, Jericho Cruz. Just rubbing it in. Rubbing it in.
He's had a good game. Scoring-wise, there's no problem for Jericho Cruz.
Matching his total from the last game. 17 last time. 17 again ngayon. 25-point lead for TNT. That man is Coach Leo Austria. He's the coach of the San Miguel Beermen, waiting for yung mga kalaban nila sa quarterfinals. Looking like it's going to be the TNT Katropa at this point in time, unless Louis Alas's guys can do something about it in the last 6 minutes.
Well, even though he has a twice to beat advantage, alam niya this is going to be it's going to be tough for him. I mean, they're a confident team, but you know, TNT is not an ordinary team. And if they put it together, if you don't defend against them, you're going to have a lot of problems.
Alolino to make. Inangat, Bintis, rebound. Norbert Torres gets that. Tumatakbo pa rin ng TNT, no? No intention to slow it down. And the pass, nice entry pass from the big boy Torres goes to Mo. 10 points na para kay Big Mo.
Well, I think parang medyo give up na rin dito kasi inalis na sila Jeff Chan, sila Macho Wright, sila Hasul.
Kaya sinasabi natin kasi yung body language nila looks that way. And Alolino forcing it, gets hit. And that's the worst part. You get hit, you're jolted. Pero turnover, walang tawag. He can't believe it.
And TNT knows they can preserve some of their players using Tamsi here to replace Ryan Reyes. I don't think Castro and Rosario are going to come back into this ball game anymore. And neither will Kelly.
Norbert. Jericho wants more. It's a miss. He'll race to get it back.
The reason why they're using this guy is because medyo matagal na off ito eh. Diba? So you want him to get a lot of confidence, a lot of feel of the court.
R.R. Garcia gets his third and fourth points of the game, and the lead has really ballooned.
29 points. Ito na, gagamitin pa si Gamboa ba ito?
Guevara. Ray Guevara.
Hindi, yung maliit. Si Gamboa.
Si Michael. Oh, Michael Gamboa. That's right. Gamboa and Guevara.
Yeah.
Mike Gamboa from the UP Fighting Maroons.
And Guevara.
Letran.
Yeah. Well,
isa sa mga Letran boys.
Matagal sa Meralco, but...
well, started out with Petron. Nag-champion yan with Petron. Perkins. Mendoza. They can't get anything inside the paint. Pero yun, may chance na maka-free throws naman si JP.
Lima nating fouls sa TNT. Pwede pa tumagal ang laro nito. One team foul pa lamang ng Phoenix.
Mendoza doesn't get that first free throw. Here's that Reyes drive a while ago. Paymaya play brought to us by Paymaya, official payment partner of the PBA. Get an account in a minute. Download the Paymaya app.
Frank Golia seeing action for the first time, replacing Mo Tautua. At babalik rin si Kari.
So players, coaches rather, clearing the benches. Alex Nuiles is in the game as well. And so this is probably all she wrote on Phoenix's Philippine Cup. TNT will live to fight. And yung reward nila for playing sa larong ito ay San Miguel.
Yeah. And twice to beat. But
Okay
you don't think about that. You think about one game first. If you can beat them, then you put pressure on them.
Alex Noyles, who preceded Jericho Cruz at the Adamson Falcons camp, misses his jumper. JC Intel 3 offline.
Now we remember we were talking about this nung nagme-meeting tayo. The first time that they met, San Miguel beat TNT by 12. But you know, TNT had a very rocky elimination round, diba? And now, of course, the addition of Jericho Cruz has made them a little bit tougher.
Saka halos healthy na lahat ng players nila, diba?
Yes, kasi si R.R. Garcia matagal rin wala yan. Diba?
Troy was out for a few games as well.
Yeah.
Naubusan ng 24 seconds itong TNT. So turnover. But doesn't matter much.
Tignan mo line up ng TNT, si Tamsi na magiging point guard niya dyan. Dahil inanisa rin si R.R.
Mike Gamboa, you know, he's a story as well. Finally making it to the PBA.
Yeah.
At the age of, I think, 28?
Yeah, good
or
for
29,
him.
I'm not mistaken.
But he's a fighter. I remember him in the Maroons. Many games, fighter yan. Kahit talo sila, lumadaban.
And, well, he was once part of the Ateneo Blue Eaglets.
Yep.
Whose,
nakagaw din niya.
Yun na nga, and whose team this year
Nice
actually won
pass.
the championship, Doc. Champion sila, yung Eaglets.
Siyempre, yung si Kai Soto.
Yun na nga.
Dalagyan.
The difference maker. Yan ang the big difference.
I'll tell you something. He was 6'9" when he came in there.
Oh.
He was measured down recently, lying down. 7'2".
7'2" na, no? At
He's
the
not
age of
yet
15.
He's not yet 15. Malapit na.
It's crazy. Every time...
Actually, tama na yun eh. Kung mag-grow pa siya, good, no? Pero...
baka sumobra na para sa frame niya, no? But hoping he stays healthy and... kasi, syempre, kailangan natin for the future.
If he continues on improving and gets a lot of training plus health, nutrition, he should be the next big star of the Philippine basketball. Lalo na doon sa Gilas program na yun. Where he's already tied up until 2023.
Correct. At least until 23. Pero wala yan. Hanggang 33 yan. Palagay ko, Doc. Perkins goes to Guevara. Ray will take it and make it. That's a
3.2 or 3?
Dos lang nakatapak. Sabi ni referee Yante. Sumenyas agad.
2 minutes and 36 seconds before we call it the night. And we will see you tomorrow.
Correct. Huwag kayo magsawa sa amin ni Dr. J. First game bukas kami yun.
Ang magkalaban bukas, maganda yan. Alaska versus NLEX.
Gatas tsaka highway ang maglalaban.
And next game, second game, yung Ginebra naman, ang kalaban Rain or Shine. Again. Together again.
Talaga. After 7 periods.
Kita ulit tayo.
Diba?
Question, of course, is if Slaughter is ready or...
Si Sir Seb ba uli bukas?
I have no idea.
The second game. Napagod sila eh. Pagod sila ni Coach Ryan. Noong Biyernes. Walang katapusan na laro yun. Thought they were gonna set the record with fourth overtime, but that wasn't to be as winner shine faltered. Doesn't make a difference. Sila rin maglalaban talaga no matter what happened in that game. The effect of that game though was affecting these teams. And Lex Alaska, ito nga sinasabi namin. MOA Arena bukas ang bakbakan. Ross Ginebra ang second game.
Tapos magpapalit yan sa Wednesday. Magpapalit na schedule. Ito naman sa Tuesday, alam na natin mananalo ang TNT dito. So San Miguel versus TNT ang first game. Sa Molo Bay siya rin yan. Ang second game, yung Magnolia versus Global. Twice to beat yun nasa kaliwa ng screen nyo. Yan.
Kaya walang mukha doon sa katapat ni Junmar Fajardo. Hindi dahil ang laki ni Junmar Fajardo, pero dahil hindi pa sure based on the graphic kung sino. Pero kanina, TNT na yan. So pwedeng Castro na yung nandun.
Pwede natin lagay Castro, Rosario, tama yan.
Pogoy, diba? Yung mga yan eh.
Nalagay ko na si Castro.
Kelly, pwede rin. Dehesa. We are in the last 2 minutes. Ito'y hatid sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo, 13 pesos po. Nice pass from Dehesa. Goes to Jello Alolino.
This is, you know, what they're showing here is a lot of spunk. Yung mga players na ginamit dito ni Coach Louie Alas. Naobligwa time out pa si Nueles kaysa mawala ang bola.
Napangiti na lang ito si Alex Nueles. Nice to see him on the court. You know, it's been a tough road for him dito sa PBA after being at Rain or Shine, moving on to Kia. Had some problems over there. Finally, nandito sa TNT as a practice player. Now, he's in the lineup. Hardly gets to play, but getting some minutes dito sa laban na ito.
Laki ng binaba ng laro. And these are our bracket. San Miguel versus TNT. Alis mo na yung Phoenix dyan. Barangay Never Rain or Shine. Yung winners nung dalawang yun ang maglalaban sa semifinals. Best of 7 yan. Yung Magnolia Global Port versus Alaska yung winner naman ng Alaska NLEX. Best of 7 rin yan. Yung mananalo tuloy sa finals.
Correct.
Best of 7 rin yan. Tapos tayo mga Abril yata na early part. Maximum na yun. Hindi naman natin sigurado kung lahat ng series tatagal.
That's right. Gamboa to Alolino. Alolino 3. Now it goes. That's only...
Well, the pressure is off.
Yeah, 17-point lead. Tamsi, pinahihirapan. And, you know, and there's that scrambling defense na ginagawa ng Phoenix. Pinahihirapan itong TNT.
And they have no point guard there, actually. That's the problem. You know,
Tamsi is masquerading as one.
You don't have Castro. You don't have Castro. You don't have R. Garcia that can break the defense, the pressure defense. Ito.
Someone's gotta come.
Hindi pa maka-inbound. Ayun, pinasa sa outside.
And Golia miscue. Just a bad inbound play there. And Coach Nash might let it slide sapagkat mukhang mananalo na sila rito. But if the score was any closer,
if it was 8 points, different yun. Ibabalik na si Castro.
so they'd probably still be in, Doc. Kung di nag-29 ito kanina. O 28. Pero nakagawa naman si Nuilef. Nuilef at Stamsi. And he passes it off in an unselfish play para kay Alex Nuilef. He'll get an assist under his name sa stat sheet. Gamboa. Back to Alolino. No way yun. Rebound play. Nakuha ulit ni Jello. Stamsi. Siya naman ang siguro.
Bibigay ba niya?
Hindi. That's a goaltend. Sabi siguro ni Nunes, ikaw naman. Pinasa ko sa iyo kanina eh. Di man lang iniwan sa akin ngayon.
Nakalimutan mo naman ako.
Tumawag ng timeout ng Phoenix Fuel Mafters. Only 55.8 remaining in their Philippine Cup.
Yes!
Inside the game, Kevin Alas. He is such an effective penetrator and a slasher. Beautiful pass. Touchdown.
Inside to Kinyan.
Hey! Wow, tira si Jack ng dalawa.
No! Kidding me!
No!
That was a well-designed play! Oh my goodness, what a miss!
Salvador driving hard to the side. Three. Yes! That could be it. Jeremy Cruz creates the cushion.
Quarterfinal matchups bukas sa MOA Arena. Two good games for sure. Jelolino gets two more.
Talaga rin malaki ang future nito si Jello dahil may tira sa labas ito at saka marunong to go to the basket. And he's quite big guy for a point guard. He's about 6 feet at least. No? And with that kind of body, na bata pa yan. He's one of the youngest PBA players active now.
Nueles will have his chance. Goes to the hoop. He's fouled. Titira ng dalawang free throw si Alex.
This guy was a terrific scorer when he went to Rain or Shine. I remember one game where he had 15 points in the first quarter alone. Bago pa lang siya noon. No? He was also a terrific player for the Falcons. Under Coach Leo Austria.
Unfortunately nga, he injured his shoulder.
Yeah, yung biglang pababa ng pababa. And then became, tapos siyempre, we have a lot.
Pa yan, Dok, eh.
Yes, and we have a lot of good players coming from the collegiate ranks. So pag naiwanan ka, goodbye. You know?
Right.
It's very hard to come back.
Well, he stuck around and he's been able to get back into the rotation.
Yeah.
Problema nga lang. Konti lang minuto.
Ikot-ikot din eh. May TNT yan, tapos Blackwater yan.
Kia pa yan.
So saan napunta yan, you know?
So yun, may pressure pa rin itong Phoenix. Fighting till the end.
Tatime out pa ba siya? Ayaw na niya.
Oo, ayaw na.
Tama na yun, sabi ng coach. Huwag ka na mag-time out. Titira yan. Ayaw tumira ni Frank.
Mukhang tatapusin na nila. 118-97.
And good congratulations between the two coaches. Coach Louis Alas, remember, was a former coach of TNT.
Correct. Mobiline pa yata tawag sa kanila noong mga panahon na yun. Back in the playoffs, 7th straight appearance. The 12th in the last 13 and the 22nd in the last 24. Kaya nga constant ang TNT. Medyo weird yun kung di sila umabot ng playoffs, but things are normal again. They're back there. Although it's not the position they wanted, they're normally in the top 2 or 3, but they'll take number 8 and they'll try to take on number 1.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good series. That will start on Tuesday. Yan ang first game nila sa Tuesday.
And here's a tunay na lakas move. Hatid sa atin ng Cobra Energy Drink. Walang talo. Ang 13 pesos mo. So, tuloy-tuloy tayo dito sa ating PBA Philippine Cup. We will enter the quarterfinals tomorrow whether we like it or not. Tapos na talaga ang elimination round. Those two matchups we showed you earlier, TNT gets the last ticket patungong quarterfinals. Pero, gaya na sinabi natin, numero 8 sila, numero 1, San Miguel Beer. So the competition gets heavier and heavier para sa kanila. Number 3 and 6, Alaska and Lex ang bakbakan. They'll have that in the first game tomorrow. Game number 1 ng kanilang serye, Rain or Shine Ginebra will be in the second game tomorrow. And Rain or Shine trying to avenge that triple overtime loss last Friday. Quarterfinal matchups are set. Playoffs will begin tomorrow. Magnolia Global Port. Magnolia with a twice to beat advantage in that matchup. Ang ating playoffs. Ang tabayanan nyo po yan. Doubleheader today at tomorrow and on Tuesday. Quarterfinals po mangyayari. Kasama ni Carla Lizardo, ang ating best player of the game. Take it away, Carla.
That's right. We are here with our best player of the game, the Blur, Jason Castro, with 17 points, 9 assists, and 8 rebounds. Jason, grabe yung performance mo dito ngayon. Masasabi ba natin na back to 100% ka na?
Yes, kasi yun nga, puro rehab lang ako ng mga couple of days kasi yung practice namin di naman ganun ka-hard. Yun, at saka sabi lang ni coach na maging aggressive.
At kanina nga, grabe yung focus mo before this game started. Ano ba yung iniisip mo bago kang pumasok dito sa court?
Do or die game kasi kapag natalo, di ba, out na. So at least may another chance pa kami na yun nga, makapasok ng quarter. At the same time, yun nga, kalaban San Miguel. Pero kailangan lang namin mag-focus parang yung game namin ngayon na lahat team ball.
And all throughout this conference, ang ganda ng depensa na napapakita ng TNT. Pero today, gumanda na rin yung opensa nyo. Ano yung masasabi mo sa performance ng team mo ngayon?
Dahil siguro sa, yun nga, yung nai-involve namin lahat na nasa loob. Kasi, yun nga, like si Jericho nandyan na. So, maraming threat na sa amin.
Finally, meron ka bang gustong batiin?
Yun, si Boss Danny, yung agent ko, tsaka si Joan, tsaka yung mga taga-Pampanga, lalo yung mga taga-Guagua, tsaka yung mga taga-Sasman. Ay sa inyo lahat. Good evening.
Thank you so much, Jason, and congratulations. Puntahan na natin ang ating post-game press conference.
Ang importante is, buhay pa kami. Tingnan, Jason. Ni Coach Leo. Yeah. Hindi niya na kailangan mag-scout. Yeah. We'll have a game. We'll have a day to prepare for San Miguel. As long as you're alive, there's always a chance, diba? So, yeah. First game. Yeah, it helped us. I think Troy did not play the fourth quarter. Yeah, we didn't play the fourth quarter. We pulled out Roger and Jason early. But I think and even Kelly, but I think what made that happen is them giving their all. That's something that we preach to the team. Sabi namin, you start, you don't start. As long as you're on the floor, ang trabaho mo is to give your best. I think today, that's something that we struggle with. But today, I think we got better. Even Jason coming off the bench, pagpasok niya, dumiin siya. That's the ideal thing, actually, for us. May pasok bukas.
21-point victory para sa TNT Katropa kontra rito sa Phoenix Fuel Masters. So TNT is the last team that gets into the playoff. They'll meet the #1 San Miguel Beermen. What a performance from Jason Castro, but there's so many other guys na tumulong sa kanya, Dr. J. One of them is Jericho Cruz.
Jericho Cruz, Troy Rosario, ang klase yung linaro ng dalawang yun. And it made Jason it made life really easy for him. Because he had a terrific third quarter. 10 puntos of his 17 points ginawa ni Jason. Jericho Cruz had 17 points, 2 assists. But those numbers of Jason are different. 17, 8, and 9.
Oo nga, triple-double watch nga tayo. Bagamat hindi umabot si Jason Castro, and he got the desired result, which is a victory and a trip to the playoffs. And sabi nga ni Coach Nash, just a couple of days to rest. But, you know, no problem. Sanay na rin yung ibang mga players. Hopefully their bodies can do it. In the first quarter, Phoenix played really well. Matthew Wright, agresibo. Not just him, but you pointed it out, Dr. J. They were attacking the paint. At pinahirapan nila ang TNT sa quarter number 1.
Maganda itong starting lineup niya. I thought that maayos ang linaro ni JC Intal at this stage. Defensively and everything. Pero itong second quarter, medyo naiwanan siya nung nag-substitute siya ng mga players. Doon medyo naiwanan sila ng konti. Buti nakabalik pa nga sila doon.
Pero yung 3-point shooting kasi gumana, especially
Lalo
for Troy Rosario.
And then
si Castro nakisama rin sa 3-point party. You know, what was just a 2-point lead went up to, well, 5 lang naman actually at the end of that first half. Matthew Wright really did his best para hindi maiwan yung kanyang komponan, doing everything para sa Phoenix Fuel Masters. And as we said nga, 5 ang lamang ng TNT as we entered the third.
Ito, talagang 9-0 run ito at the start. Biglang 14 ang lamang ito. Ang bilis.
Well, 40 points ang na-score ng TNT in that third period, which is a crazy number if you look at it. That's where the game was really broken open wide. 40-27 ang naging scoring doon, plus 13. So at the end of the third canto, it was a 18-point lead.
So doon medyo dinagdagan pa ng konti dito, sabay relax na ginawa nila dito. Pati nga si Ryan sumali pa dyan.
And then Jericho siyempre nalayo ng mga tres. You know, Doc, by the third or by the fourth minute, 4 minutes to go, parang nag-surrender na yung Phoenix. Pinasok na yung mga bench player for TNT. In turn, did the same. And natapos nga yung mga laro with some of those deep bench players inside. And final score na lang inantayin natin. At ito na nga naging final score, 118-97. Overpowering victory in this do-or-die ball game. Ito yung mga numero.
Well, plus 8 sa 3-point shooting. So that's 24 points already. Plus 5 sa steals. Plus 19 sa fast break points. And plus 20 sa bench points.
Well, that's the bench kasi Castro came off the bench and scored his 18 points. So they're our leading scorers. 4 guys in double digits per team. But the more telling blows came at the right time para sa TNT Katropa. And so they cement number 8 in that playoff picture sa quarterfinal matchup natin. They are at a disadvantage to beat San Miguel twice. That matchup will happen a couple of days from now. Alaska NLEX, Magnolia Global Port, Ginebra Rain or Shine. Ang ganda ng mga labanan natin, Doc.
Yeah, it starts tomorrow. Paalala ulit sa inyo. Ayan, alas 4:30 ng hapon.
So the matchups are NLEX, Alaska, Rain or Shine, Ginebra. Bukas yan, Mall of Asia Arena. Well, we're gonna see you there for the first game tomorrow. On Tuesday naman, Beermen, Katropa, Pambansang Manok against Batang Pierre. Dito rin, lahat yan sa ESPN 5. Diyan nagtatapos ang ating solo game dito sa Renata Coliseum. For Carlo Lizardo at courtside, Dr. J by my side, Julius Jello, si Macy, Joanne, Roy, the rest of the ESPN 5 crew, Charlie Cuna saying thank you very much for watching the PBA. Ito ang liga nyo.